Welcome to the podcast that passes poor performance on pop culture. I'm one of your hosts, Darren Duncan, alongside with my best friend, Audie Marsh. We're just a couple of cool cats casually causing some chaos with conversation. We're here to entertain you, not hurt your feelings, so don't blame us. God damn, that intro was loud AF, Daddy-O.
I haven't heard it in like 2 years.
It's been a long fucking time. It has, yeah. Like it's let me do the shares on the socials real quick.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I got the notification that you were live. Oh, don't blame us.
Yeah, I just got it on here.
I'll share that one. Let me see this bitch.
I'll
Share. This is always the boring part for everybody. Hold up, boo. All right, hold up.
It's been so long since I've done this shit. Let's see. Oscara, Death Punch. Got some comments coming in. Let me remember how to do this. God, we suck.
All right.
Fuck is it?
No, we're fucking fine. I just there I put it on Facebook and shit. So we'll get what we get. Like I said, it's fucking 10 o'clock on a Sunday night, so it really don't matter. We just decided to do this because we're like, fuck it. Audie hit me up and he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, nothing. He's like, I'm bored. Let's go live. I'm like, all right, fuck, let's go.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck it. Well, we got some news articles to read.
We're just
yeah, well, like one of our most successful episodes is that fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre review we did, and that was like a Sunday night at like 11 o'clock at night, and that's got like the most that was like the most interaction we've ever fucking had. Usually I'm super drunk in these and I can fucking speak perfectly, and now that I took one hit off a bowl, I'm like, duh, I'm all fucking stumbling over my words and shit. I'm a fucking idiot. Am I too loud, too fucking quiet? You can hear my fan, everything good? All right, cool. So yeah, anything new going on in your life you want to tell anybody about? We can't promise that we're gonna be back, but we're gonna try. This is our first live in over a fucking year. And we haven't been on Spotify in over 2 years. Ever since Brent died, I just kind of was like, fuck this shit. I fucking hate YouTube, you know? Yeah. So, but now that it's coming up on 2 years since he's been gone, and I'm not really getting fucked with that much anymore. So it's just like, whatever, dude, we can start doing this. And then if assholes come in and want to fucking talk shit, then we'll kick their ass out, or I'll kick their ass in real life, however they want to do it.
Yeah, I don't care. I invite them.
No, I know. I shouldn't even have brought it up, but I just had to kind of let everyone know why we haven't really been doing this shit in a long time. But we got some funny news articles. We got some really shitty ones that are going to be hard to get through, and whatever else Audie's got planned. I don't know. We didn't plan this, so
I got a few things I just want to get off my chest with the shit that's been happening in the last two years.
Let's go. Roll with it.
First of all, O.J. Simpson died.
When? I knew he was last year. All right, because like I don't get that's so far off my radar. I could give a fuck less about that asshole. I did know that he died though.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on.
He did that shit, but no, I the whole, and I don't. It's been in the news, and you're probably tired of hearing it. I'm tired of fucking seeing it, but I want to point out how society puts stupid motherfuckers on these pedestals. They fucking give them all this money. I would say the Jimenez brothers.
Menendez, yeah.
Menendez. I always get it fucking confused.
Menendez, yeah.
They should be free.
Why?
I think they should be free because their
it's a pretty bold statement, Cotton. Let's see how it works out for them.
This is how I think.
I'm going to use that as a sample. Go ahead. Tell me why you think they should be free. This is going to be fucking a fun conversation.
They should be free because their father sexually abused them.
I don't believe them.
Abused them to the point where what I read, like they were like just abused, sexually and abused, and then the mom was a drunk and let the father do all this shit, and they killed him, used their money, and they're doing life in prison. And it's no different than Gypsy Rose, that fucking killed her mom. Basically baited a retard to fucking do her bidding, and now she's
and we're officially back, people. Fucking retard. Oh, I love this. All right, yeah, let's keep going because I got a lot to say. That's fucking hilarious.
I think
this is prime example of how you can disagree and still be friends, people. So wash that political bullshit out of your ass crack and fucking god damn it, treat people like people.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like that lasted 3 minutes, dropping the fucking R word. We coming in hard, baby. That's fucking hilarious.
Cancel me, right? Yeah, so I just been on this rant with this Gypsy Rose bitch, just her what she did and how she played everybody and how she's still playing people. What her mother did was fucking horrible to her, right?
Yeah,
Fuck,
absolutely.
100%. Her mother is not.
But you think she was in on it?
Oh, fucking.
You think Gypsy was in on it?
Dude, okay. I think her and her mom was on the shit, and she got older and was like, "Bitch, you ain't giving me my cut." That's what I think.
Here's where I burst your bubble. Regardless whether or not Gypsy did participate in it willingly, she was still a child. So,
bro,
you know what I mean? You can't like,
dude. She was 23 when she killed her mom.
No, I know that, but I mean, like the whole leading up to that, she was a child. Her whole life, she was. And she could have, when she got older, she could have been like, you know what, this is a scam, and free trips to Disney World and free new house and stuff. And then, like you said, it could have ended up being that way where she's like, fuck this, I'm not getting my proper cut. I'm just being tortured all the time in a wheelchair and shit, you know, mentally fucking, that's got to be torture. But
look,
I don't know. I wish she could have figured a way to get away from her mom without having to kill her, you know, like that sucks. But
yeah, absolutely. And here's my thing. Here's my thing. You went to the lengths of buying a cell phone while your mom was playing a fool to everybody. You end up with a laptop. You get on a fucking dating site, and reel this fucking mentally challenged retard from fucking like 2 or 3 states away. And I call him a retard because he's a fucking idiot too. The doctors, the police, Gypsy's mom.
Somebody keeps score of how many times we say naughty word, not naughty words, but like retard and fag and shit. Somebody keep a little fucking dinger for us. I'm gonna start keeping a fucking clicker and shit. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm interrupting you, man. I'm so sorry.
You're good. So she reels this fucker in. They fuck. They're having all this fucking sex. They're meeting up. She has already found out that she can walk.
Ain't nothing hotter than 2 retards fucking, man.
Well, the thing with retards is they don't know they're retarded.
Right.
Well, he this fucker, man. So they go through all this shit. She gets all this fucking shit behind her mama's back. And she could have easily got on the internet instead of a fucking dating site and been like, hey, here's my story. My mom's been fucking using me. I need help. Send whatever. Like, I will give you evidence. You can investigate her, bring it, get somebody over here. Opposed to luring in this dude, and killing her mom. Like, I don't.
That might be the only way she saw out. Like, she probably wasn't thinking clearly, obviously, since she's so retarded and all. She does look a little downy. Like, she's cute, but like one of her eyes are all fucked up. So it makes me wonder. Like, I'm not trying to be a dick and make like body shame this chick because she's got a fucking crooked eye or whatever. If I got enough beers in me, my eye gets crooked too. All right. But what I'm saying is like, fuck, dude, I'm lost. I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm the fuck was I talking about?
Retard.
Oh yeah, but I wonder if all the shit that her mom did to her like made her be kind of dummy, and you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
So I watched some of
It's
the
so
home
crazy.
videos. I watched some of the home videos they released, and she was like, I'm about to jump off the porch into the snow. And she jumps off, hits the ground, and then like she moves her legs over, and it's like, bitch.
With her arms.
Like she scoots one and then the other one follows. I'm like,
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying.
Like, dude, like it's all a shit show. She was in on that shit. They were getting Disney World. Like, have you know how expensive it is to get the fucking Disney World and take like a family?
No, but I assume
like
it's a lot, and that's why I haven't done it yet.
I haven't done it either because I can't fucking afford it. But all this money, all this, like, I get it. Like, okay, feeding tube, teeth being pulled out, all this bullshit. And I just think she got older.
Crazy.
She got older and was like, fucking no, stop. Like, either you're gonna let me in on something, or I think there was a fallout.
Like, can I pick these I have this month, Mom?
Yeah. A free fucking house, a car. And now that she's out, which is bullshit, she should still be in there. She is like wreaking like just fucking havoc on everybody, like money, these fucking shows. I'm just like, really, motherfucker?
I can't believe she hasn't like been groomed into porn, dude. Like,
I'm waiting for the OnlyFans. I'm paying for that shit.
It's probably going to be expensive. She's probably going to be like a $40 a month or.
If I had to guess, it probably looks like a blown out like catcher's glove. Like no.
Here we go.
Pass balls in it. Like probably
you're
like
body shaming, dude. Women are responsible for what their vaginas look like. Vaginas don't like, they don't get pounded to death and then look like a fucking ham sandwich from Arby's. Like, all vaginas look different, bro.
I think it probably looked like a.
But they do circumcise women in some countries to this day. Like, that's fucking strange. Whatever's hanging, they clip it off, which is like, that's fucking nuts. Sorry, women who are listening, but yeah, it's.
I like it, meaty.
That's fucking hilarious.
Your face when I said that. Words. Did they get you?
Yeah. It's fucking hilarious. I'm just baked.
Yeah.
I broke my fucking bong, dude. Like, this has been the last 45 minutes. Like, the last 45 minutes of my life have been the worst I've had all week. Audie hits me up and he's like, let's go live. I'm like, all right, cool. So I start fucking setting up all my shit and my cords. I broke my bong. I spilled my whiskey. I'm furious right now. I'm all flustered and shit. I'm so mad at you. This is bullshit.
First world problems.
Yeah, for sure. You want to get back on Menendez or you want to keep talking about the fucking Gypsy Rose?
I think that's the Menendez. Yeah, they're dirty motherfuckers too.
I don't think their dad molested them one bit.
You don't think so? I don't know.
No, fuck no. I think they came up with that shit after the fact. And like, I don't know if this is true because I wasn't there, but motherfuckers in the courtroom and in the jailhouse and all that shit were saying, like, when they would leave the courtroom, they'd high five each other and be like, good job, dude. Like, that they like pulled it off. Like, fooled them again. Like, because they're up there crying and shit. I don't think their fucking dad fucked those kids.
I don't know, man. Yeah, absolutely. Fuck them. Like, fuck them. Fuck Gypsy Rose. You know, I recently, and I don't want to bring it up, but I'll bring it up. When the Gypsy Rose thing came out, she killed her mom. I recently just lost my mom, so it hit even harder.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
and you looked at the pictures, didn't you? You said they were brutal. I didn't think they were that bad, but
the neck picture with the meat hanging up was kind of cool.
You got to show me that one. I haven't seen it. Because that shit don't bother me. It really don't. If it's like a kid, I won't look at it. But like when I see that shit, I just tell myself it's fake. I'm like, that's a movie. It's fake. And then I'll look at crime scene photos because sometimes I have to for podcasting and shit. I was just gonna ask you. I'm like, don't let this comment go. You don't got to bring it up, but it's here. Let's do it. Well, I would like to talk about it, but because we have penises and she don't, so like it's totally cool that we both have opinions on it. But it is strange because, like, I'm telling you right now, though, I'm glad my parents circumcised me. I'm glad that I was circumcised. I've seen porn. I've seen uncircumcised dicks. I hear that they're much more sensitive and that it feels way cooler. But I had my son circumcised. You had your son circumcised, I'm sure, right? It's just the norm. It wasn't a religious thing. It was just, it's more hygienic. And it's just fucking, I don't know. It's just, we just did it. You didn't get him circumcised? We probably shouldn't be talking about our son's penises on the internet.
My mom didn't have.
Jesus Christ.
My mom didn't do mine, but let me
You're not circumcised? Are you serious?
No, but it doesn't look like
shit.
a fucking,
well, you've seen my genitalia.
Let me tell you something.
I haven't seen yours.
It doesn't look like a goddamn turtle with fucking potato skin hanging down. All right.
I'm sure they look different. I'm sure they all look different. His penises all look different too. Some are veiny, some are crooked, some are short, some are long, some are skinny, some are thick, you know. But I imagine that fucking Audie the anteater. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know, but like it isn't a choice. Like right. I don't believe you. I bet you have a hideous cock.
I'm gonna send you.
I bet it's fucking gross. Dude, I wanted to let me see it, dude. You've seen my balls. I sent you a video of me pouring like hot fucking candle wax on my balls once when I was wasted.
Yeah, I remember that.
So Harlot says, that's what I find so strange. They're mutilating newborn baby boys' penises without their consent, and nobody cares because it's been the norm our whole lives. Yeah,
I get where she's going with it.
Because they can't say, yeah, chop off the skin of my dick. Because if you asked me as an 8-year-old or even a 4-year-old, I'd be like, fuck no, absolutely not. You're not chopping off my dick skin.
No.
But the one more thing, the difference between Audie and I is I have a 4 skin, and apparently he's got an 8 skin. I thought that was fucking hilarious.
Fuck you, Eric.
I know. Yeah, fuck you, Eric, son of a bitch. He's just mad you won't let him fucking stroke it out.
I'm gonna send him.
I don't think I've known any like white dudes that weren't circumcised. I don't know. You might be the first one. You know, I've never thought I'd say this. Pull your dick out, dog. I want to see that shit.
I would, but it would fucking ban us.
Yeah, I know.
Could you imagine?
Whatever.
I'd probably catch like some kind of charge, or some kid is watching this and I'm fucking pulling my shit out.
So Harlot says that well, hold on. Haven't seen mine in a few years, the beer belly. Harley said the only reason you're glad they did it is because that's what people are more used to seeing, in my opinion. It serves a sexual function. Is that why they circumcise? I don't know. I've never Googled this. I never really thought about it or cared enough to research it. It's just I was born that way and everyone I know had it done. But can you imagine the Jewish people? They wait till you're like 8 before they fucking take you under the knife, dude. Fuck that. And then they have a party. Fuck that. If you're going to do it when I'm born. Because then I won't remember that shit.
Do party, don't they?
You know what I'm saying?
Damn,
but how does it serve a sexual function? Is it because it exposes the tip and it's more sensitive, I'm assuming? But I've heard from dudes that were circumcised, where I've read about it because I don't really know. I don't talk about dicks with my friends. This is crazy. But I've heard that it's more sensitive. If you think about it, there's more skin there, therefore it's fucking more pleasurable, you know?
I wouldn't be able to tell you because I don't know.
You don't know what it's like to not have to have it circumcised. And I don't know what it's like to have all that extra fucking skin hanging. That's gross, Audie. How dare you?
You act like it's a bunch of goddamn skin.
I know, I'm just kidding. I'm body shaming you, bro.
If we had our Patreon, I'd show my dick on it.
Oh, we gotta start up the Patreon again. We'll do dick pics. You'll do dick pics. I'm not doing mine.
Oh, I'm gonna get rich.
No, dude, chicks do feet shit and toe shit, and I mean, what? You can't show an uncircumcised penis these days. It's 2024.
I don't know. I
Whatever.
never publicly shown. Well, I take that back. There was one time in Daytona.
You're in the Army. You've showed your dick to men before. Okay.
I've showered with men.
Have seen your cock. I mean, other men have seen your cock.
Like in the showers and basic, you're like, "What's up, bro?"
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to look down.
Oh yeah, you're not like when I was in juvie, like everybody was so scared. When I was in juvenile hall, everybody was like so scared to go into the showers, and it's like you're all teenagers and you're all ashamed of your body, but it's like ain't nobody looking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like all those kids that are like, "Oh my god, I'm at the fair with my mom and dad. If I run into my friends, I'm gonna be so embarrassed." It's like, motherfucker, your friends are here with their parents too. You know, it's like fucking. It's the same situation. A bunch of I just compared children going to the fair having fun with their mommies and daddies to a bunch of teenage criminals taking a shower together. Fuck, our podcast is terrible. Oh my god. We're gonna need
Menendez
two
brothers are
Patreons.
pieces of shit. I wonder if they were uncut.
I think Mexicans do the circumcision. They were half, I think, though.
Yeah, I don't think they were full. I think they were half. Maybe.
His dad probably wasn't even Mexican. He was probably fucking Venezuelan or some shit. You know what I mean?
I wonder if Gypsy Rose, like, is it like
all right, Pamela, we get it. You don't like uncircumcised dicks. You don't got to keep typing it. I'm just kidding. What were you gonna say? You wonder if Gypsy Rose was circumcised?
Yeah. No, I'm wondering if she's like Airstrip, Hitler, or a fucking 80s Bush.
What's a Hitler? Is it what I imagine? Just a little tiny hair piece up front?
Yeah.
So Harlot says, I think they do it just because of the Bible and then because it became normalized, but I don't know. But the cleaning excuse doesn't make any sense. What other body part do we choose to cut off rather than wash? Well, I mean, you don't have skin that covers your butthole or your butt crack, and you got to wash that. You don't have extra skin that covers in between your toes, and you wash that. You don't have extra skin under your arms, and you wash that. So, in my opinion, I'm no doctor, but I would think it would be easier to keep hygienic. But if you're a grown man in the shower, you know to peel the skin back and wash yourself. But a little kid, I can see how there could be infections because we're not in there. We all tell our sons, wash your butt and balls, wash your feet, wash your hair, get the scalp. And we don't know if they do it because we're not in there shower with them. You know what I mean?
Like
but
peeling
I'm not trying to come up with excuses either. It's just, I don't know. It's the norm, I guess. Sorry for interrupting, but this is an interesting conversation. I've never had it with women before.
Like, not all of them you have to pull it all the way back. I'm telling you, mine's weird. I have a weird
I assume they're all different, just like vaginas and breasts are, you know, they're all different.
They grew into my skin, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's there.
Right. I've seen porn where it's like, Jesus Christ, there's like this much skin hanging over the thing, and the chick's gotta peel it back like a goddamn banana, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on?
Not over here. Not like that. It's weird. It's different. It's different over here. Have you seen my wife? I mean, obviously she's
beautiful. You have a very, very pretty wife. So yeah, I was gonna say that, but you beat me to it. Harlot says, I don't care either way. If you mean from a woman's point of view, I just think it's disgusting. They do that to baby boys because they never get a choice, right? So then,
I get it.
If you got, you know, if your boyfriend or husband or whatever's got a hammer or a dinker or whatever we call them, you don't give a shit if it's circumcised or not. You're just like, whatever, dude, just fucking like that, or you just don't care, or what? Because she's like, from the woman's point of view, she's like, I don't really care, but I think it's fucked up they're mutilating boys, so I get it. But yeah, we're gonna get canceled as fuck because I just asked one of our listeners if she fucking. I'm very sorry. I did not.
No. I get what you're trying to say. Like,
yeah. Like she said, from a woman's point of view, she don't care. She's like, I don't care either way. But
no.
But yeah, the Menendez brothers weren't molested. I don't care what anybody says. I don't believe them.
I was just telling you what I read, but I know. I'm comparing the two, the Gypsy and them. I just think I think we're lost as a society because we've got this fucking chick talking about Haktua on a penis. It's probably
good for her.
Uncut. I mean, she made money, but it's like here's my thing. Here's my thing, and I'm not fucking boasting about my life.
How you
and
Hawk
I've
Tua?
done- But like, I've done so much more in my life
To where you deserve to be acknowledged and you're not, and then one girl probably in New Orleans or something getting interviewed by some TikToker and she's like Hawk Tua, and it's like, holy shit, this is funny. I get it. I know. 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, I know. And it's not,
and you know what?
That's shitty of me to be like, I should be recognized, but it's not like that.
No, it's not, because it shows that how our integrity is, because when Brent fucking died and I was all in the news, we could have capitalized on that. We could have been jerk offs and we could have went live every day and hashtag Idaho 4 and all this shit. We could have fucking banked off it. We could have done it better than anybody could have done it, because I'm actually involved and we didn't do it. Why? Because we fucking have integrity. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you do deserve for the things that you've done. You know what I'm saying? And seen and shit. And it's but
I sound like an asshole.
This is America, man. The land of the free. We all have the right to pursuit of fucking happiness and shit, right? So it's like that bitch fucking spit on camera and she's fucking good for her, I guess. Maybe someday maybe one of my other friends will die that I care less about, and then we'll fucking, we'll exploit that one.
Look, I'll give you full disclaimer. If I die, you take my name and fucking run with it.
Oh, I'm gonna exploit the fuck out of
it. Show my dick online, because I'm gonna send it to you. You fucking exploit it, make money off of it.
Oh yeah, that's
put your kids through college with it, like everything.
Oh, for sure, absolutely. I will. It's like, Britt, I got you. I'm like, I got dick pics. She's like, I got them too, bitch. Yeah. So the fuck what? She's like, you think I don't got pics of Audie's dick?
Yeah, I give you rights to run me through.
Yeah, I'll be like, I'll just send you a check every month, man. You just, I'll exploit your name. Damn. I'm trying to break up this weed.
Make me
got a pocket knife on me.
You're only famous when you die. You know that, right?
Oh, for sure.
You're only famous when you die.
I'm sitting here breaking up weed, and I'm like, I don't got a pocket knife on me. And I was like, oh shit, I got Brent's machete right here. Did you know that there was I'm not breaking up weed with it. I'm just trying to clean out my fucking grinder. No. I use my grinder and now I can't get the weed out of the little tiny fucking things in it. So I'm using the tip of the machete to get the weed out. But it's super funny that I do this live on the internet, because I was accused of being with Brian Koberger and Brent Kopeka that night in a car chopping lines of cocaine with a K-bar knife. And it's like, if any of you pieces of shit have ever done cocaine in your life, you just know that it is not practical to use a fucking giant knife to fucking do drugs. You see me struggling with it right here, and it's like, you guys are fucking idiots. I hate you. Tell me you've never done blow without not telling me you've never done blow or whatever. I don't know if I even said that right.
I've never done blow. Never done it. I can't even get like, I can't stand to put water up my nose or get water up my nose or fucking have a sinus infection, but alone like put the booger sugar up there. You know what I mean?
Dude, my fucking homeboy Matt Huff, you know him and our listeners know him. He fucking got his nose broke in New Orleans. Do you know about this shit?
No,
So him and his fucking whore of a girlfriend who he's not with anymore. Fuck you, Amanda. I hope you're listening, you cunty bitch. Remember that Spanish song I sent you?
Yeah.
Well, what the fuck? Oh, so this dude's in New Orleans, and his girlfriend at the time like got her fucking purse stolen, like right out of her fucking hand and shit. So she's like, what the fuck? Trying to run through Bourbon Street looking like, who the fuck stole my purse and shit. And my buddy Huff is like trying to follow her, and the crowd of people, Bourbon Street, Mardi Gras, and he said out of nowhere, wham, he got sucker punched in the face and his nose was fucking broken style. And what I think happened, I'm like, you probably were running through Bourbon Street, you ran into somebody and spilled their $12 beer, and they punched you in the fucking face for it. You know what I mean? Because he don't even know why he got punched. And I'm like, I guarantee you that's what fucking happened. You got punched in the fucking face because you fucking spilled somebody's beer and shit.
Yeah. You ever been to Bourbon Street?
Fuck no, and I'm not going after that. They say 1 out of 6 people get assaulted in New Orleans, dude.
So
1 out of 6 people. That's a lot. But I live in Rockford, so it's like,
Yeah, dude. You live in
I could get shot going to the dollar store, like straight up.
Rockford is like the Satan's hemorrhoids.
Dude, right.
God's hemorrhoids.
God's hemorrhoids. Because
With
Florida's
God's junk drawers.
Yeah. No, exactly, man. It's Rockford is Satan's uncircumcised dick tip.
It's his dick pouch. Can you imagine what a kangaroo pouch smells like? Think about that.
Probably a dog, like a wet dog, I would think.
Oh, the baby like shits and pisses in it and stuff.
I never thought of that. Huh. It probably does shit and piss in it. I wonder how they clean that out. That's so strange.
Yeah, like
that baby's in there pissing. Huh, that's crazy.
Yeah, and shitting. Isn't that wild? And like, don't they like feed it from in there or something? Isn't there like a nipple in there or something? I don't know.
I don't know, man. I've never been to Australia.
I think I'd like to smell a kangaroo pouch just to see. I say, hey, I smell the kangaroo pouch.
Now I think about it, probably smells like a litter box or something. I wonder if
I had to guess, I think it smells. I think it smell like an old like. It probably smell like Gypsy Rose's pussy. That's what I'm thinking.
God damn it! Hold on, I gotta go grab another beer.
Where are you going?
Gotta grab a beer.
God damn it!
Got many goddamn cords all over the fucking place.
Oh shit!
Hold on.
Hurry up.
Maybe I'll grab two.
Give me one.
All right, hold up. I'm almost there.
Yeah, fucking nasty ass kangaroo pouches.
What's up?
I'm just thinking what it smells like.
A kangaroo pouch?
Yeah, I'm thinking it would smell like a probably like a wrestler's like the
gym
underwear. You know what I mean? Like Hulk Hogan's fucking cup. Don't they wear cups in wrestling?
It probably smell like Hulk Hogan's gym bag, I would assume. Pamela, if you want to share this, thank you for asking. Whatever you're watching this on now, go scroll underneath the video and see where it says share. Click share, then click copy link, and then paste the link to Facebook. That's how you share it. Thank you for doing that.
On YouTube.
Whichever YouTube channel you're watching on, it'd be easier for that way you don't got to switch around. We go live on 3 platforms now instead of 12 because we just find it to keep our audience. We find it easier to keep our audience closer together so we can comment back to all you guys.
Yeah, because I can actually see people's names that comment.
Yeah, because we've had times where people are like, well, I was watching on Facebook and I was commenting the whole fucking.
You didn't say shit.
No, but there's people that watch this for 4 hours and they're like, you didn't say a fucking word to me. And it was like, dude, we didn't see it because they were on one of the 12 platforms we don't use, like Twitch or some shit. Yeah. We're fucking idiots. We're just figuring this thing out. Like we don't know what we're doing. We bought cameras and laptops and microphones and we're like, cool, let's fucking be podcasters. And it worked for a while. We had patrons and everything. And then just fucking life kind of bit us in the ass. My fucking friend got killed. His mom died. Fucking, do you want to talk about what you got to do in the next month?
Yeah, I'm going to fucking Korea.
Yeah. That's fucking gay.
Fuck, dude.
And how long do you got it? But no infantry, right? You're just going to probably be pushing papers and shit.
Just doing police work and shit.
Like on base?
Yeah, I would probably rather fuck Gypsy Rose than go back to Korea.
She's not that bad looking. It's fine if you want to have sex with. I don't know how old she is.
Pay me to fuck her.
Yeah,
it probably smells like fucking.
God damn it! Again with the smells. That's fucking asshole. That's
probably
so
got a
funny.
Mouth on it, shit. It's probably
a mouth. It looks like Chatterer from Hellraiser. Fuck my life.
Ugh, probably smells like fucking surgical tape and fucking mothballs. I don't know.
That's like a great fucking like grindcore like death metal band CD title. What'd you just say? Surgical bandages and mothballs or some shit. That's fucking great.
Balls.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking write a song called that.
Yeah,
it's happening. Fuck them. We're live for 35 minutes, and so far all we've talked about is Gypsy Rose, Menendez brothers, and uncircumcised penises, and what kangaroo pouches smell like. Fuck.
Hey, welcome back.
Yeah. If you're still here, thanks for listening.
Yeah. Feel free to share this. No, I'm going to Korea. I'm not going to take this setup. I'm going to see what I can do over there and see what they got. And I still want to do this with you, and we're going to figure it the fuck out. Because
you could do it on your phone if you had to.
That's what I'm thinking. Just buy me like a little headset, but the time difference, while it's like daytime there.
Oh, you're going to be like at least 12 hours ahead of me, huh?
Yeah, so like I'll be daytime and it'll be this time now.
Yeah, when it's noon for you, it's midnight for me. Like they're about 12 hours apart because when those ladies
South Korea.
Oh, it's going to be even further because it's further away. It's going to be more than 12 hours
in the afternoon.
Yeah, so it's more than 12 hours. It's like 14 hours ahead of time.
So,
because when those ladies came from London to interview me and shit for that, they were 12 hours ahead of time. Did you see that BBC interview and how much of a piece of shit that JLR cocksucker is?
I watched some of it, and it's long. I need to go back.
I'm only in it for like 2.5 minutes or some shit.
But I was watching like all the shit they were doing and saying. I'm just like, y'all are reaching. Like some of the shit, I don't know, man. I'm with you on it. Like it's fucking stupid. Like people, again, society will capitalize off of anything, dude. Fucking anything.
Right.
You know that BBC made money off your fucking ass. You know that, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, so did fucking Hulu and so do YouTubers, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been live with YouTubers and ding, 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 seeing fucking people giving this asshole money, talking about you're such a great interviewer and you get the best guests. And it's like, bitch, I'm the one running the show. This fucking guy ain't even talking. I'm the entertainment. Suck my fucking dick. I'm gonna get all mad. But like people like, you know, Harlot O'Scara, like I wouldn't know who she was if it wasn't for like I don't know who she is, but like we wouldn't have her watching us right now if all that shit didn't happen, because I think she saw me on someone else's live. But yeah, all the people that I went live with, like I did it to try to fucking protect Brent's name and shit and his legacy and everything and prove his innocence and all that shit. And it's just like they were just sitting there making money off me. And it's just like, wow, what a bunch of fucking dirt bags, you know?
No, I get it. I saw
it. Dude, if we could make money on YouTube, I'd do it too, but not by exploiting other fucking people, you know, and letting people comment.
Fucking talking about Gypsy Rose.
Dude, I'm reading. I'm reading comments when I'm live with people talking about you killed those people on your birthday to fulfill your sick horror movie fantasy. And it's like, you don't even know who I am, dude. Like, but anyway, we got to let's fucking skip ahead. I don't want to talk about that because that was fucking almost 2 years ago and we're done with it now. We're not going to fucking talk about it no more. I don't even want to talk about the shit when it comes up in court. Like, I don't want to talk about the Idaho 4 and Brian Koberger or, you know, I'll talk about Brent. But that's just because, you know, but anyway, I'm sorry, dude. I'm high and I'm drinking and I totally stepped on your Korea toes. Talk about Korea. I'm so sorry, dude.
Oh, you gotta apologize.
I'm so excited to talk to you because like I talk to you at least a few times a week, but it's not like this. You know what I mean?
No.
It's just like, what's up, faggot? What are you doing, gay boy? You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna go over there, do a year, and come back and retire. That's the plan.
1 year. Do you get to visit during that year?
So I can go mid-tour leave. I can do 6 months, and then I come home. But I don't even know if I'm gonna come home, dude. The tickets are so fucking expensive.
It might not be worth. Because how long will you get to come home for?
30
2
days.
weeks. Oh wow, a month.
Yeah,
might be worth it then.
But
it's going to be so hard to leave again, you know?
So that flight, it's the flight that kills me, dude. It's an 18-hour fucking flight.
Oh, I was going to say like 16 or some shit. Yeah, 18. Well, you could sleep, dude. Ask your doctor for Xanax, dude.
I can't sleep.
Well, if you fucking need some Xanax, you will.
My anxiety.
You get anxiety, right?
so fucking high on them goddamn planes, dude.
That's why you tell your doctor. That's exactly what you tell your doctor. You're like, I have panic attacks. I'm terrified of flying. And he will give you like just enough Xanax to get through the flight. He won't give you a 30-day subscription. He'll give you like 4 pills. That way you can fucking take 1 or 2 on the way there, or like 1 on the way there, and then 1 on the way back for your 30-day vacation, and then 1 on the way. You know what I mean? Like that's what they do. I bet they do have a lot of cool stuff in South Korea. Harlot says, "What are you gonna do when you're there, dude?
Just law enforcement stuff. Just
like on base or what?"
Yeah.
So the only way you would be in danger is like if South Korea decides to attack one of our bases and you're there, pretty much.
Yeah,
like
it'd be North Korea, but
right. Sorry,
they're not gonna do that shit.
No, they ain't about that life. They don't want the smoke from Audie Marsh, dude. When they hear you're coming, they're gonna be like, "Oh shit, dog, we got to pull back on the fucking shit."
They're gonna be like, he's uncut.
For the audience that can't see, Audie just did a great fucking kung fu movie mouth fucking thing. It was amazing. Good job.
No, I don't know, man. I'm gonna do my 12 months and get the fuck back. That's the plan.
Where all have you been overseas wise for the Army? Not like vacation or nothing, like just for the Army. Where have they made you go?
Iraq and Korea. And
so you've been to Korea?
Yeah, this will be my second time going back.
So it's South Korea. North Korea is the dickheads, crazy ones that everyone's afraid of.
Yeah, North Korea is Kim Jong-un or whatever. South Korea is a little bit less dictator.
Right. So you'll be working with South Koreans, or like soldiers and shit.
Yeah, they got things called Katusas. They're like Korean augmentees to America. So like the way it happens is the Rock Army is horrible. Republic of Korea or some shit. They get paid like they have to do 2 years. So here's an example. My first time in Korea, I went there. Our Katusa, which is like this, you have to test out, be handpicked. It's like winning the lottery to become a Katusa. He was in California in college. He was 24. And he got the letter that he needed to come back to South Korea and do his 2 years of service. And he was fucking pissed.
Is it because everybody has to serve in the military for 2 years?
Yeah.
So he was already in America as an adult, and they're like, "Hey, bitch, get back."
Yeah.
He couldn't say "fuck you, I'm an American citizen now." He couldn't.
No,
do that?
he wasn't an American citizen. He was just over here doing the college thing. But his parents resided in Canada. He was in college in California. He had a house in Korea, but because he's Korean, they pulled him back for 2 years, dude, and he was fucking pissed. Which was kind of cool though, because he had a car and he had an apartment off post. So like, I hardly took the bus anywhere. We just jumped in his car and would go everywhere. And you're not supposed to do that. I was not
telling.
I don't care.
I'm telling.
I was also part of a protest. You're not supposed to be part of that. I was in the middle of that shit. I got pictures.
You protested, you fucking hippie.
So they were protesting dog farms. Like,
oh really?
People eating dog, like they have dog farms where they kill dogs and they send them out to restaurants. We just left a restaurant while eating a dog. First time I ever ate dog.
Did you know it was a dog?
Yeah, I went there to eat it.
You're like, I'll have the German Shepherd souffle.
No, my Katusa.
What's the dog du jour?
It tastes like roast beef. I have.
Do you know what kind of dog you ate?
The dog, the farms is like a yellow. I'm not being racist, but it's a yellow dog. It's like looks like
you can't be racist against dogs, dumbass.
Well, I'm saying Asia yellow, so I didn't want to like. Well, it's a yellow dog.
I know. Dude, so it was probably like golden retriever type shit. You know what's fucking weird that you say that? Less than a month ago, like remember when we had the crazy storms here where I live, and I showed you the basement and the water. Yeah. That night, we have this leashless dog park in Belvedere, and one day somebody like went there. It was like the day after the storms, and there was 50 like golden retrievers, like just running around, puppies.
Damn.
And they all looked like almost identical. And so somebody was running a puppy mill, and I bet it flooded during that storm, and they dropped them all off in this park to be like, fuck it, take my loss. But that's so strange to me because you're like, yeah, when I was in fucking South Korea eating fucking dogs left and right, because I'm a fucking, that's them. That's how they like ship them and shit. Like,
Yeah, it's
they're fucking dogs. They're not snow crabs. Like, I can't believe they treat shit like that, man. But it makes me wonder the people that dropped off the dogs in Belvedere, if they were a part of an operation like that.
Probably. I legally went there and ate it at the time. Like, you don't see.
But you knew it was a dog.
Well, yeah. I mean, I've ate some weird shit in Iraq too. I couldn't tell you if it was horse or not.
Okay.
But yeah, I ate it. It's like some kind of rich, like, delicacy over there at the time. It wasn't cheap. Like, it wasn't just some cheap ass meal. I think it costed me like $60.
So you knew it was a dog. You didn't assume it was a dog. You're not like, I'm in South Korea. They fucking eat dogs here. You knew it was a dog. Like, what did it say on the menu? Do you remember?
I asked the Katusis, like, take me to a dog restaurant. And he looked at me like, are you fucking serious? Like, I want to eat dog.
You know what's weird? Oh, if you shot and killed a pregnant woman in Iraq, I would be less mad at you than you fucking knowingly ate a dog. You fucking scumbag.
You're getting all fucking pissed over a goddamn
dog. No. I think it's fucking hilarious. I think it's hilarious. Fuck that dog, man.
No, I'm kidding. But it's not like I watched them kill it. Fucking
oh right, I know. I don't watch every hamburger I've ever eaten. I've never seen it get killed. You know,
they could have said it was dog, and it may not have been dog. I could have been paying extra. For
it might not have been dog. He could have been fucked. Like, yeah, dude, you're some dog, dumbass American. Here you go.
I didn't know.
Fuck.
Right. It could have been, but it was a dog restaurant. I mean,
dude, did I ever tell you the story about this fucking when I was in like night school and all the alternative programs and shit? I had this fucking teacher, dude, and he said his best fucking friend was in Vietnam, and he brought back a wife from Vietnam and shit. And then when they got married and all that, and like they went back to Vietnam for like a family funeral or some shit, like for his wife. And he went out just walking around Vietnam thinking he was the shit because he's a veteran and shit. He goes into a fucking tattoo shop in Vietnam. And he's like, in Vietnamese, I want thunder and lightning. I want thunder and lightning on my forearms. And he got these tattoos and he was the shit. And then he goes back like to his wife's house and shit. And everybody's like, what the fuck, dude? Why'd you do that? It said left on his right arm and it said right on his left arm, dude. That Vietnamese tattoo artist was like, yeah, thunder and lightning, motherfucker. My dad was in that shit, you know, like so he totally fucked him. But it's so fucking funny. Yeah, did I tell you that story? How he got fucking right on left and left on right tattooed on him in Vietnamese and he didn't even fucking know it?
That's fucking
dumb
great.
Fuck. It's hilarious though. I love it.
I've always wanted to go to Vietnam, and I've been thinking about doing it because plane tickets, last time I checked, was like $70 in a hotel.
Just to go to
because you're right there. South Korea and Vietnam is like a couple hour flight, and you're in.
What would you do though? Like you're not. I'd be scared. Like I don't even like going to the bar anymore, dude. Like if I go to the bar, I'm worried about people fucking with me. But you're talking about going to Vietnam.
I'm gonna go
get a haircut like that. Huh? You're gonna come home with like 4 STDs and shit.
I'm gonna get them to put uncut.
Oh, on your dick?
Yeah.
Don't lie. You ain't got enough room to put that shit on there.
No, I don't. I could probably put.
It'll be like UN. It'll say like cunt because he spelled it wrong.
Well, if you pull the skin out, I could put at least a couple more letters on there.
You could add your social security number, email address, password, all that shit, dude.
Yeah, I'll put it inside the pocket too. No, so I want
your marsupial pocket like the kangaroo. I wonder what that one smells like. I wonder what your foreskin smells like. It's got to be gross. Yeah, it probably smells like Irish Spring, don't it?
Smells like last time I smelt it,
sour milk and
like sour
nightmares.
milk. Yeah. Like mothballs.
It smells like sour milk and vivid nightmares.
Surgical
surgical tape and what? What did we say?
mothballs.
Surgical tape and mothballs. Yeah, dude. That's
So
gonna be our rapping name. I'll be surgical
when
tape.
we
You
go
can be
to
mothballs.
Vietnam, they have like these
Vietnamese
places.
people.
So,
dude, do you think if you brought home a wife from Vietnam, Brittany would be pissed?
Probably.
Oh, fuck her then, man. What a bitch.
No, I'll ask if I can bring one home. But no, they have like these places that are like, so you ever go to like a museum where like a war museum and it's like, oh, that's where we stormed the beaches of Normandy and that's where we took this hill and that's where we killed these Nazis here.
Right.
Or you ever watch like History Channels like, yeah, Americans
Yeah.
did this.
I've been to like Army Navy surplus stores and see all kinds of cool shit on display. Like
when you go to Vietnam, their fucking museum is like, look what we did to the American soldiers. We killed these motherfuckers here and we fucking.
And there's like nothing in there. It's like the size of an outhouse or what? Because oh no, they did beat our ass in Vietnam, didn't they?
Yeah, they beat the shit out of us. But like their museums is dedicated to their fucking people. Like, yeah, this is where we fucking killed these motherfuckers. And my buddy went and he's like, oh my God. Like he felt like threatened. He's like, we need to get the fuck out of here.
You're like, yeah, kill the white man, kill the white man. There's two of them right there, but it sounded like bing dong tao, hung gang guy. You know, they're like,
his name's left and his name is right. But no, I want to go and check all that shit out. My dad wants me to take pictures. He's like, if you do go, I want you to go down this area. This is where we stayed. If you know all this shit. So I just want to go and say I actually been to Nam. You know, I would bucket list.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I totally would too, man. That is strange to think about though, because like, if you went to an American museum about war, we'd be like honoring the, like the Native Americans, you know what I mean? Like they'd have a whole fucking how badass they were, and you're like, nah, it wouldn't be like fucking yeah, dude, fucking spears through belly buttons and shit of us fucking them up. But yeah, they're proud of that shit because America's got the biggest dick in the world. You know what I mean?
I just
like
think
you say, we suck at everything, education, healthcare, but we'll fucking kick your ass. But not Vietnam. They fucking sent us home with our fucking tails between our legs.
I think my outlook on the Vietnam War was it was piss poor planning. So. And I can get into this whole history shit because we ain't got nothing else to talk about. So
no, tell me. I want to learn. I'm fucking. I don't give a shit. Let's go.
President Kennedy, he was opposed to not go into Vietnam. He wanted to send military advisors and like, hey, we'll send some folks down there and help Vietnamese, advise them on how they're gonna conquer all this, the communism and all this shit. So Kennedy was set on that, but during that period, there was the military. Had a name for it. I'll send it to you when I remember.
You don't mean like military industrial complex?
Yeah, the military industrial complex was pressing on Kennedy. About, hey, we need to go over there and fight this fucking conflict. We need to go now. Well, Kennedy was like, no, fuck that shit.
It was a civil war, wasn't it? The Vietnam War was a civil war, no? Like between North and South Vietnam.
And it was. We shouldn't have been there. That was a fight that we shouldn't have been in. But NATO and all that bullshit. Right. But the generals and all this military hierarchy was pushing Kennedy. Hey, motherfucker, we need to get in there. We need to get in there. Well, he gets assassinated, and Lyndon B. Johnson takes president by default because he was the vice president. And Lyndon B. Johnson was kind of a yes man and listened to these generals and sent fucking hundreds and thousands of troops over there. And we were not ready for that shit. And we got our asses handed to you. That's why I never say the Vietnam War. I always call it a conflict. Because I don't feel like it's in the category.
A military conflict is what I've heard it being called. Yeah,
Yeah, because I
military
don't like to
conflict.
say war because we lost a conflict and not the war.
Right. You know what's
You know?
crazy? The dude, like the guy that said, yes, we're gonna fucking use Agent Orange, like his kid ended up dying from Agent Orange, and like his grandkids were born all fucked up from Agent Orange.
My dad's
It's fucking nuts.
my dad's had kidney cancer and shit from Agent Orange.
Was it a gas?
You know, it's like you know that Roundup shit you use in your yard?
Right.
That's
So it's
all
like
it
a
was.
spray?
It was a high concentrated, liquid that was poured on the jungles to kill the vegetation for American soldiers to see the goddamn enemy.
Right, because we didn't know how to fight in the jungle. Like we
No.
fight in the deserts.
Mhm.
Or
And
on a flat field. It's standing in a line. You know what I mean? Like all of
George
our wars
Washington
were
stuff
fought
out.
like that. We never fought
Yeah.
in the jungle before. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
I think that's what hurt us is because the Vietnamese, the VC, uh, were underground. They had all these fucking bunkers and shit. Like my dad was telling us shit. We should get him on this podcast.
And they
That's
had
who we need to
traps
fucking
and like
talk.
booby traps. I'd love to have your dad on, dude.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah, he could tell you some fucking story. You know what? I'll talk to him and see if we can get him on. I don't know how we'll do it. Maybe it'll just be over audio because he doesn't have a camera.
Yeah, and we don't have to be live about it. We can just pre-record it, have a phone call.
Yeah.
For however long he wants to talk, half hour,
Oh, he'll
whatever.
talk for hours, bro.
Cool, man. I'll listen for hours. It sounds fucking awesome.
But he was telling me stories, about how they just didn't have a good advantage on them. We were fighting them in their own fucking territory. These people have been there for thousands of years. They fought the fucking who was it? The British. Fucked them up. No, was it the French? French or British? But anyway, they fucked them people up. Like they knew how to fucking do it. They had it figured
Yeah, they
out.
had a home corn advantage, and it was a fucking jungle. Like if somebody came over here to fight us in our country, it'd be crazy because we have pedestrians that live everywhere.
Yeah.
Like you're fighting in the middle of the street, there's either a house or a business, but over there they got jungles, and they're just like, fuck yeah.
Well,
But yeah, they'd have little kids and traps. And
here
I forgot. I was gonna say something else. I totally forgot.
Every house has a fucking gun damn near it. Unless
In
you're
America. Yeah, in America, yeah.
Unless you're like
Is that what you mean?
California.
Right. It makes me wonder what would happen if like it never happened because we would never see parachutes and planes and people jumping in our residential areas because those planes would get shot way before they even got to the Midwest, unless it was allowed to happen, unless like our government allowed it, But I was gonna say again is like, was the 82nd Airborne around in Vietnam? Like, do you know how old the 82nd Airborne is? Because I heard that like the average fucking paratrooper lifespan was like 12 or 13 seconds. But I'm guessing that's like Vietnam statistics because you're getting stuck in trees and you're getting shot at.
I think
they didn't use paratroopers.
I think a lot of the paratroopers was like World War II. I don't think it was like a lot used in Nam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. World War II.
All right, I was.
Yeah, but no, I get what you're saying.
That's when they did the war crime. They're like, yeah, you can't shoot people that jump out of airplanes no more. You got to wait till they hit the ground and take their shit off before you can kill them. But like, is that true? Like they have war crimes?
I couldn't tell you. I know the Geneva Convention has a set rules on what we have to follow, and whether or not they follow it or not, you can't force them.
Right. That's what. All right. So my buddy Brent was telling me that like there's war crimes because he was a paratrooper, but he was in OEF, and because you were OIF, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was OEF, and he was like, we didn't fucking jump out of airplanes. We were in the fucking desert,
Yeah.
But he was saying that there was like a rule or something, a war crime, where you can't shoot paratroopers when they're in the air. But it's like, could you imagine if it's like they're not gonna abide by those rules? But could you imagine if you're like kicking, you're like, wait, hold on, I'm not on the ground yet, and then you land on the ground, you're like, hold on, let me take off my shit. All right, let's fight. They're just gonna be like, hold on, blah, blah, blah. They'll just fucking shoot you as soon as you fucking your feet hits the dirt, But I don't know.
No,
it's just a fucking stupid joke.
I don't know. I think we haven't used paratroopers in fucking
My
since
son is watching. That's fucking hilarious. What's up, Monkey Man? All right. So, what were you saying?
yeah. So we haven't used. We didn't drop into Iraq or Afghanistan at all. Um, I think World War II may have been the last time we dropped troops in. But no, I understand what Brent was saying. He is right. There is certain types of rules of engagement and stuff, but hey, fucking nobody follows that shit.
There's
And
not like cops
you know,
there in the war to arrest them for war crimes. If you shoot a paratrooper, who's gonna arrest you for it? You know, like that's what he said.
yeah,
He's like, it's all bullshit. There are war crimes, but it's bullshit. It's not. And then, yeah, I'm not sure what that. I forgot about what you were saying earlier that they did that, like the Neva Convention or whatever, right?
Geneva,
Well,
yeah, the
Geneva
Convention.
Connection,
Yeah,
yeah,
we
or
fall under that. It's just basically rules of engagement, and
yeah,
we
like no
follow
like
those.
chemical shit no
We
more, no
can't.
biological shit no
Yeah, we
more.
can't shoot hospitals. We can't fucking shoot churches and all that shit.
No,
It's one of those
that's white people shit. We only do that to ourselves in America.
schools.
Yeah. Dude, I heard this I think I showed it to you. There was like this contest where how you got to like hold water in your mouth and you tell your buddy a joke and if they laugh and spit it out,
Yeah,
you know, but there was this one
we should do
I
that.
gotta yeah, I
We should
know.
do that on camera.
I need to text my babysitter and tell her to get my son off of this. Like and don't watch this, man. I'm just kidding. I love you, dude. But for real, anyway, what were we talking about, Uncle Audie? Right before
Uh,
that?
putting the water and spitting it out.
Yeah. And then like there was this it was two dudes overseas. They were like from London or something, and all their jokes were about like American schools. He's like, "What? Why do white teenager or like why do American teenagers bring a gun when they're fishing so they can shoot the whole school?" It's like, oh shit,
Oh my
like
god.
yeah, it was like real bad. Like it was these two like dudes from Europe where they're just like ripping on America, and it was super funny because it was super true, you know. But it's like, damn, it's fucked up.
No, I get it. Yeah, that's fucked up. You ever seen the challenge with the stramming, that fermented fish in the can?
No, ever.
Oh,
That doesn't sound
dude.
familiar at all.
So I want to buy a can of it. It's from like Australia. It's like $65 a can the last time I checked. And like it is like just basically like fermented fucking fish. And it's like horrible, dude. Like the minute you
It's
open it, it's
edible. It's you're
yeah,
meant to purge it and
can't
eat it.
you can eat it. And I've seen people eat it, but um people open this can and it's like instant like bleh. I want to try it.
Why?
I don't know.
Fuck that, dude. I wouldn't eat that shit.
Well, I just want to
Absolutely
see how
not.
bad I can like not gag and throw up. What do you think?
I don't know. That's not fun because that shit is so painful for me. Like
Puking?
if yeah, or just like being sick by sight or smell because I got a crazy gag reflex. If my son shits in the toilet and he doesn't flush it and I walk in there and lift the lid, I'm like, like I can't do it. When we had cats, Dora had to clean the litter box and shit. When I pick up the dog shit in the yard, I gotta like fucking pretend I look away and I clip it with a little long doggy fucking pooper scooper thing, and I'm hauling it away and putting it in bags. Like I have no, absolutely not. I can't do the gag. No.
Remember that time I came over and I was like, "What's up, bro? I gotta go puke."
Yeah. You fucking showed up. That was our
Bro,
first time meeting face to face. No, or the second
oh, it
time.
was the second time.
Second time, yeah, because we took a nap on the couch together. It was awesome.
Dude, I was
You came up here and yeah, you're like, dude, I ate
got
this
halfway.
barbecue.
I got halfway and my daughter and I was like, I don't know if we're gonna make it. And like I was like, I'm halfway there. I think I was in just inside Illinois, just past St. Louis. Lincoln? Was it Lincoln? I don't know where it was at, but I was like,
I don't fucking know.
I think we're gonna turn around, and she's like, we've already traveled. It was only like 3 hours into the trip. I was like, I'm fucking sick. Like I don't know what's going on with me. So I think I remember
If
drinking a
you were like
Sprite.
1 hour away from home, I could see it, but halfway there, you're
Yeah, I
like,
was
because if I
halfway,
turn
dude. I
around,
was
like
there's
fuck
no,
it.
yeah, because it's just 3 more hours back home, and that's like 3 more hours I could have went and been at your
Right,
house. Like,
exactly. Yeah.
and I came, I was like, bro, you're like, what's up, dude? And I was like, bro,
I'm
I
sick as
gotta
fuck.
fucking puke. Like, I gotta get this out.
I think
I
I
remember,
was hungover as shit anyway, so I was kind of relieved. I'm like, cool, we don't got to get shit faced today because you felt like shit and I was hungover from the night before drinking, being like, oh, he's gonna be here tomorrow. Hell yeah, got to get my liver ready, you know.
yeah, I
And we
remember.
took a nap.
Oh, dude, I came in, puked for like hours, stayed in the shower puking, and then like
Yeah,
I
because
came
Britt
back and
was
was like,
sick too, right? And
yeah,
she's like, dude, you got to puke. Take a hot
yeah,
shower and puke, and you'll
yeah,
feel better. And you did.
'cause I got to
Yeah.
your house. I got to your house, and she's like, babe, I woke up fucking puking, and I'm like, I almost turned the fuck around because I was felt like I had to puke, and
Right.
but yeah, I think we got food poisoning. I think that's what it was.
If you were both sick and you ate at the same place and felt had the
Yeah,
same symptoms, yeah, something was fucked up.
it was. And the kids ate. The kids ate with us, but they didn't eat what we ate, so they
Right.
were fine.
Okay.
They were fine,
But
but
you
we
said
ate.
it was like crazy delicious, right?
It
But it
was
just
great,
made you
dude.
sick.
It was
That's
good.
so fucking. That's bullshit. They should. That should be illegal as fuck,
Uh,
dude. That you went to the gas station in Texas where they fucking the gas station they use
yeah.
in Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
Mhm.
and you said they had really good barbecue,
Oh, dude,
right?
fucking amazing barbecue.
I'm so
Didn't get
fucking
sick.
jelly of that. You brought they had like a portfolio of like autographs you could buy from like other horror movie actors that like stopped there and ate and shit, right? And they
Yep.
probably just signed them for the
Yeah, I think they were holding, like, conventions and shit there too for a little bit.
that's
I
cool,
just
like really small private
dude,
signings probably.
going back, they had a whole, like, 8 or 9 pages of Sid Haig fucking autographs. I was like,
Oh
"Fuck,
fucking
man, if I'd have
but it was
known when to
before he
go."
died, right?
Oh, yeah, it was a couple years before he died, like 3 or
Yeah,
4.
and so you're like, I already got one or two,
I
whatever,
did.
it's
That was
cool.
me.
If you
I was
knew
that
he was
asshole.
gonna die, you'd have bought them all, you
Oh, yeah,
know?
because they were like 40 or $50. Super cheap.
And now they're like 300, I think, or
Yeah.
like if they're framed and all that shit. I think like Zobi's got them for like 3 or something.
Yeah, like a
But they're
nice
like
frame.
framed and all that shit. But
Yeah.
yeah, just a regular ass 8x10 will probably go
And
for like
I've
100,
sold a couple of
150.
Sid Haigs throughout the years before he passed, just like I had so many signed by him,
It was
and,
oversaturated.
I
Steve
fucking
Dash too,
I
who
regret
played
it.
Jason in Friday the 13th Part 2. He's dead now too, but his autograph was so oversaturated, so
Yeah.
there's no value to it, which like I don't fucking really care. Like I got autographs that are for value, and then I got ones that I really like when I met Sid Haig and Steve Dash, for example, you know. But
No, I get it.
yeah, it sucks. If we could see the future, dude, we'd fucking be millionaires.
Oh, yeah. I bought this fucking, Slash Pop. It was like Funko came out with, like, the Slash, and my fucking asshole
Dude,
friend of mine was like, "Hey,"
not the one, yeah, with the Les
he was
Gibson,
like,
dude.
hey, there's a lawsuit. You need to buy it. Get me one if you find it." And I was like, "Cool, man." Like, so I bought like 2 of them. I was like, "Fuck, dude, I got them." And I was like, "It was like $12. I'm sending it to you." And he's like, "Bro, when the lawsuit happens, we're gonna be fucking rich."
I know. I can't believe you listened to that piece of shit. I fucking hate
Yeah,
that kid.
I think it's like, I think it's, I bought them at 12. I think it's like $13 now.
Yeah, I got it for free and I sold it for $8.
Fucking asshole. I still have mine. It's gonna
Fucking
happen. It's gonna happen. That pop's gonna like just skyrocket and be like
they're
couple.
gonna the fucking Egyptian government's finally gonna let our archaeologists like dig under the Sphinx, and then there'll be like this fucking slasher fucking or slash pop figure and shit, and be like, what?
Like
Everybody,
this is a couple $1,000.
yeah, dude. No, it's crazy.
Uh,
I don't know, dude. Should we get into fucking some news?
Yeah,
some
man.
local news in my area if you want to.
Your fucking area.
Yeah. Oh man, I just spilled my bottle of water. At least it was water. All right, here we go, man.
All right, let's hear it.
I told you, dude. What you need to do is you need to go, if you're not even from here, just look up on Facebook like Rockford, Illinois, like Rockford Scanner, or
Yeah, I got the scanner.
the Newsbreak app, or like the neighborhood app, and just like use the Rockford fucking zip code, and you'll get all the updates, and you'll be like, Jesus Christ, really? Like another person got stabbed? Like, it's insane. So here's a fun one. Let's start with a fun one, okay? This yeah. Well, because we're gonna have some shitty ones too that like I'm not gonna want to read because they're fucking hard to get through, you know. Some of them will be funny, some of them won't. But the headline, I always love the headlines, man. Police arrest woman at Applebee's for sharing her endless appetizers. That's the headline.
Enlighten me.
All right. So imagine going to jail over some Applebee's. Apparently, they're serious about the rules over at that chain restaurant. If you aren't abiding by their guidelines, you might mess around and face the slammer. This woman in Illinois experienced this firsthand. Recently, Illinois police respond to a disturbance at a local Applebee's bar and grill. On the dispatch, they hear multiple women bickering and screaming at people. When they arrive on the scene, one Chicago woman in particular is outraged that the chain restaurant isn't working with her. Antagonizing on both sides, including fellow patrons, they cause endless arguing over one key issue. They are not letting this woman share her endless appetizer with her table. So arguments break out over the Applebee's endless appetizers. This woman navigates the Applebee's menu and sees an absolute steal. Order the all-you-can-eat appetizer for $15.99. You'll get double crunch shrimp, tender riblets, boneless buffalo wings, and additionally, you'll get a free bottomless portion of fries. However, the kick is you can't share your order with the rest of the table. It explicitly states on the menu that your order is strictly your order. The Chicago wind chick clearly didn't get the memo on this one. I'd have busted that bitch ass, but evidently she's under the impression that she ordered the $15.99 deal and tried to ensure her people could eat with her at the same table. No, bitch, you gotta follow the rules. So, consequently, no one breaks the bank at the local motherfucking Applebee's that night. They're not fucking having it. So drama ensues when the manager insists that everybody at the table has to pay $15.99, and they firmly deny that the whole table can eat for less than $20. This is a real story.
That's crazy. So what was it, a misdemeanor?
Hold on. You ready?
Yeah.
So now other Applebee's patrons, these other motherfuckers that are in the restaurant, they're all equally frustrated that their dining experience is being disrupted by this incident. Therefore, they begin to antagonize the woman. They're like causing everything to get out of fucking control all quick and shit. And then she tries to put her hand over somebody's fucking mouth to keep her from speaking. It's like, dude, could you imagine being that waitress if they're like, there's like 4 people at the table, and you're like, we got this new promotion, $15.99, all you can eat appetizers. And one chick's like, hell yeah, I'm down. Nobody else orders anything. So they just sit there for $16 and drink all these onion or eat all these onion rings and shit. And they're like, dude, you can't do that here, right? But like when they got into an argument, this bitch jumped up and put her fucking hand over somebody's mouth. Like that's assault, you know? Apparently, yeah. You know what I mean? Like technically, you know. But so it spiraled into absolute madness. And then the police show up and they try to warn her of the consequences, but the woman just simply wouldn't stop. And as a result, the cops take her to jail and charge her with disorderly conduct. And it was all over a $16 Applebee's promotion.
That's fucking stupid.
So, you being a cop, this is the fun part. This is your call. You show up at an Applebee's.
All right. Okay.
And all the people are like, the person that calls you, like, I'm the manager of this restaurant. There's this chick in here. We got this promotion going on, $15.99, all you can eat appetizers. This bitch thinks that she could sit at this table with 3 of her friends and just fucking eat appetizers all day.
So this is
bitch
what
is
I would
stealing,
do.
and then this is your call, and you're like, all right, hold on.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna ask the manager, whoever's in charge, manager. All right. Do you want the person to leave?
Okay.
Do you want them to leave? And they're gonna say yes. And then I'm gonna say, do you want a no trespassing order placed? Because if she's being ruly and us disgruntled, we're just gonna fucking cut the head of the snake and be like, do you want them to leave? And do you want to do a no trespassing? Yes and yes. I would go to the table. I'm like, ma'am, this is what the restaurant's guidelines are, right? You read it. It's in fucking writing. It's not some manager telling you. It's in writing. All right. Get it. You paid for it. Get your meal. Do what you got to do. And I'd probably tell that individual, I'm going to escort you out of this restaurant. You're going to be placed on a no trespassing order. And if she doesn't want to leave, then I can get her with a disorderly and not failure to obey, because at that point it could be a crime, it could be obstruction of justice, all this shit. So I'd give the option. I'd give the option to the manager. The manager wants you to leave. They're going to hit you with a no trespassing order, meaning you'll never be able to come back to this restaurant again. That would save me so much fucking paperwork.
Right.
I wouldn't have to book her. I wouldn't have to go to the fucking jail. I wouldn't have to do all this fucking bullshit. I'd write a fucking no trespassing order. And that's it.
Yes, and everybody can go swallow their pride and go home and be on their merry fucking way. Yeah. But then this bitch got arrested and had to sleep in jail for a night all over dude, just I've always after I got the shit kicked out of me as a teenager by the cops, when I see cops, I'm like, yes, sir, no, sir. If I fuck up, I'm like, I'm sorry. And I haven't been fucked with at all. And you would think the way that I look, they'd be like, fuck, this guy's got drugs on him. And probably a fucking tied up stripper in the fucking trunk, but they're just always super cool to me.
You remember my first time coming in? We went to your fucking gas station that you go to all the fucking time,
every single day for the last 4 years. Yeah,
they know you by first name. They probably even know your fucking social. I walk in with this motherfucker and it's like, let me see your ID.
Yeah, really. I had to, because you were in line behind me and you look like a cop. Dude, I look like a fucking felon. I look like a fucking asshole. And you're clean cut and hard bodied and you're a fucking cop, an army guy. And they're like, these two are not friends. This is a setup.
Yeah. Where did y'all meet each other?
Right. How do you? Well, we first, I got kicked out of the army, and then you're like, I got kicked out of his gang, and they're like, wait, hold on, which one? What? They fuck it all up. But yeah, it's cool. I love telling you the crime stuff, the funny stuff, and then you could explain how easily it could have went down if people just weren't dumbasses. And I guarantee you, somebody in that situation had their fucking phone out recording.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's somewhere. What do you think? You think that's a pretty good way to handle it? Look. I'm just going to tell
you. It's cut and dry, dude. That's what you did. You're like, boom, boom. These are your options. All pretty much 100% of the cop videos that I see that I agree with is when the cop is like, it's either this or that. I'm sorry, it's an ultimatum, but this is how the law works and I'm doing my job. And then the person is like, no, it's not. I know my rights and fucking and the cop is like, I'm sorry, but that's not true. It's just not true. I'll call my supervisor. He'll come down here and tell you.
He'll tell you,
very rarely do you see a supervisor ask a cop to walk away. And the only time I've seen him do it is when the one guy starts being loud and being a dick and because he's mad. And then the supervisor's like, dude, walk away. I'll handle it. And I've seen situations where the supervisor's like, you're right. You are right. You're free to go, And then that other guy, what do you think happened to the cop that was being a dickhead? Do you think he got he probably didn't get reprimanded, but he was probably like, "Hey, man, you can't fucking do that shit," like
Oh
quit being a
yeah,
dickhead or
yeah. They get wrote up and stuff. Like
yeah,
there's a certain departments and policies and protocol. It's like, if you're out of line, because they're gonna put a complaint in, but the
right.
department's already gonna be like, all right, well, you're gonna be written up because it's coming.
They take that shit seriously because I see that all the
Yeah.
time in videos too. They're like, if you really want to make a complaint, you can go down there. Like, our
Mhm.
shift is ending in a couple hours, but when you go in the morning, it'll be a different shift, but you can still make a fucking
Yeah.
complaint.
They
I love
do
the
that.
cut and dry cops, dude. I love those guys.
And there's and if the cop was having a bad day, or maybe the cop, see, the thing is they need to be held accounted for, to where if you get
Yeah.
a shit ton of these written up and all these complaints, then you
Yeah.
could go
Look into that fucking
suspend.
asshole.
Yeah. Like
Because
if
there's
you're if you're like
at
a
any
stellar police
sorry, go
officer,
ahead. Sorry.
if you're stellar, you're on your game, you're on your shit, and you got that one motherfucker that complains, your department's gonna be like, you know what I mean?
Right.
That the fucking guy was being an asshole. But if there is like a repetitive sequence every fucking time you go to a call, someone's wanting to complain. Like when I was hard into law enforcement at Fort Benning, I would write tickets to people for speeding. And my rule of thumb was, if it's 13 miles over the speed limit, I will fucking pull you over. If anything under, I'm not fucking with you. So 13 was my low.
Really?
Yeah, 13, anything over 13. So if you're doing, 33 and a 20, I'm gonna fucking bust your ass. If you can
That
get
was
the
your own
person,
personal decision. No
yeah,
supervisor told you that. That was your own
no,
thing, right?
yeah, because
That's cool.
technically I can, if you're doing 1 mile over, that's probable cause. I can fucking pull you
Right.
over for 1 mile over. I'm not about to do that. I'm not about to waste my fucking time. But like, you fucking at 13 miles and over, whatever, and you what I did was I would try to get the people to thank me for giving them a ticket. Uh I had this little
You
game of like, if I could get them to thank me, uh that was a win. I don't know. I was weird like that. And they would, dude. They would fucking, oh, thank you. I'm sorry. I'll slow down. Thank
even
you.
when you gave him a ticket, that sounds
Yes, dude.
egotistical
I
as fuck.
swear
If
to
you're like,
God, dude.
I'm gonna write this bitch a ticket, and she better say thank you, sir.
Well, I
That's
wasn't
like
asking for
ego,
it.
man. Who are you, Aaron Hernandez?
I wasn't asking for it, but I would much rather get
I
them to
know.
thank me than to fucking be like, "You're a fucking asshole, you fucking
Yeah,
pig,
piece of shit,
fucking," yeah.
scumbag, fuck you. Right.
But if you get them to thank you, you're doing a good job. Um, I don't know.
Right.
I got some funny stories I could tell you. The sovereign citizens are the worst. I fucking
Is that a
hate them.
real thing? The sovereign citizen thing? Is that a real thing?
It's a real thing in their fucking heads.
Right. Right. But it's not
Yeah.
like a real thing. Like, oh
No,
shit, you're a sovereign citizen. I'm so sorry I pulled you over
no,
today.
I've no,
Right.
because the thing is
If
with
that was the
driver's
case, we'd all
license,
do it.
yeah, the thing with driver's license is it's a privilege, it's not a right, and that's where they get it fucked up.
Dude,
Uh,
there's if you don't pay your child support, I don't know this from experience, but I've heard from people that I know, if you don't pay your child support,
mhm. They'll
the
suspend
judge will
your
take your fucking
Florida.
driver's license
Florida will
because it's
do
a
it.
privilege, not a
Yep,
right, bitch.
Florida
Yeah.
will fuck you up. That's the
Yeah,
first thing they go after.
yep, and then all the dudes are like scumbags, they're like,
Yeah, we'll
well,
kick
now
your
the
butt.
judge took my fucking driver's license. How am I going to get to work to pay my child support? And it's like, you weren't paying it in the
You weren't
first
paying it
place.
anyway, you piece of shit.
Yeah, fucking scumbagito, bandito. All
No,
right, so what were you, go ahead, tell me the
yeah,
rest.
I pulled a lady over for speeding. It was Fort Benning, Georgia. Black female, and I don't like to say routine traffic stops. I hate when cops say routine traffic stop, because there's no routine traffic stop. Every traffic stop is fucking different.
Well,
Uh,
don't you got to walk into every routine traffic stop like knowing there's a gun involved, right?
I mean, yeah,
Because there's a gun on your hip, so every
yeah,
situation you walk into,
yeah.
you
There's a
walk
gun,
into knowing there's a gun involved.
but I don't like calling it routine. There's nothing fucking routine about it. Like, is there
They
a
can all
creature of
go
habit?
differently.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Like, I pulled you over, everything went smooth, and then I pull your brother over and motherfucker pulls a gun out on me.
Right.
And then the TV shows is like, what was a routine traffic stop turned into a tragic event? And it's like,
yeah,
okay,
that makes a lot of sense. There is no routine traffic stop. The
no,
only
so
reason why I brought up the gun thing is because you said that to me before. You're like, every situation I walk onto, like, I know there's a gun there, like,
every situation you walk into,
because somebody could take that gun from you also,
Oh, absolutely. And that's
Yeah.
what I tell my soldiers is like every situation there's a gun. It could be you talking to some stranger on the street. There's a fucking gun involved. You know what I mean? But I pulled her over for speeding. And
Assume the worst, prepare for the best, right?
I go in it with an open
Something
mind.
like that.
Open mind with my guard up. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
I don't want to approach a vehicle with my fucking hand on my gun and I'm like leaning in because then I'm just escalating the situation. They're already pissed off that I've stopped them.
Or scared and nervous. And
Yeah.
people do crazy things when they're scared or nervous, dude.
So
or mad. Fuck.
I approach this lady. She rolls her tinted windows. They're like super dark. And she rolls her window down like this much. And I already knew when she did that, I already knew it was going to be an issue. I was like, it's going to be one of these. And I was like, ma'am, I'm sorry, Morris. And she's like, stop. Am I being detained? Am I being arrested? And I was like, ugh. So I already knew what this was going. I was like, ma'am, this is a traffic stop. You're not being arrested, but you're detained. You did commit a crime. You violated Georgia law. I can't remember what it was for speeding. Blah blah blah. So I had to explain to her the probable cause that she did commit a crime if she wants to go that route. I don't like to say traffic stops for speeding is a crime because I think that escalates everything. But
right,
it already said, if am I being detained, I'm being arrested? Well, you've committed a crime. You were speeding. I was like, can I get your driver's license, proof of insurance? And she's like, and then she hit me with it. I'm a sovereign citizen. I don't have to have a license. So I didn't even waste no time with her. I was like, I got on my radio.
Window, grabbed her by her fucking black ass dreadlocks and beat the shit out of that whore, didn't you?
No.
Oh fuck.
No,
all right. What really happened?
I called my supervisor and I told him, I was like, look, I need you out here. This is gonna go one or two ways, kind of like what you're saying. All right. I'm going to pull her out of the vehicle and put her handcuffs, and I am going to get violent with her because at this point she has already escalated a simple traffic stop, which at the time I was just going to give a warning. I promise you. I was like, I'm just going to let her go with the warning, but she played this.
Right. She's being a cunt. If she'd have rolled down the window and be like, hey, sorry, why'd you pull me over? Like, well, you speeded, fuck, blah, blah, blah. Here's your warning, bitch. Go, bye, sorry. You wouldn't have said that, but yeah, cut and dry. But she had to be a cunt. So you're like, okay, fine. You want to waste my time? I'm going to waste your time in the future because cops are time travelers. Because I could pull you over right now and bust you for something. And guess what? In a month, you got to go to court. And a month after that, you got to go to court again. And you got to pay money. Cops are time travelers with punishment.
And the money you pay it goes to my pockets.
Yeah. And then he spends it with me. That's how I pay for this fancy microphone.
My supervisor came out. She ended up getting a ticket. She got several tickets. I got her with no seatbelt, speeding.
This stupid bitch. If she just would have been cool, it's like, dude.
I was just stacking it. Like you're gonna waste my time. I'm gonna waste your time.
Well, now you kind of have to because if your supervisor shows up. And then he's going to be like, what, you didn't get her without the fucking seatbelt, dumbass? You didn't catch that? I taught you better than that, retard. And then you're like, fuck, I didn't get this bitch with the fucking no seatbelt. Are you serious?
But yeah, I had like 3 tickets, but those are the things you deal with. It's, I don't know, being a cop is, I don't know, man.
It's got to be crazy. Did I tell you about the time I got pulled over in Cherry Valley here and the cop was crazy cool. Freshly shaved head, fucking tattoo on the face. I was doing 65 and a 35, Audie Marsh.
God.
Yes, because it was right by my house, because right by my house is that little highway.
Yeah.
But there's like the grocery store and the gas station and Walgreens and the mall. and they're all right here, but they're separated by this tiny little stretch of highway. And I'm thinking, oh, it's a fucking highway because there's like on and off ramps and shit. I'm like 65 miles an hour is what you do on the highway. So I fucking get on this highway and the fucking cop, bam, lit me up right away, pulled me over, but the window went all the way down. I fucking gave him my driver's license and proof of insurance like right away. I said, yes, sir, no, sir, type shit. And fucking dude, what's fucking funny as balls is like he pulled me over in front of a fucking stop sign because he's telling me, he's like, you did 65 and a 35. I'm like, it's 35 here. I'm like, this is the highway, dude. And he's like, no, man, look. And like right in front of my fucking car, reflecting in my fucking headlights, it said it. And I'm like, dude, I'm really sorry. Like, I've lived here all my life and I just assumed this was that highway shit. And he's like, nope, sure ain't. And but he came back and he gave me a warning and he lied on his warning. He's like, I'm gonna say that you were only doing 15 over because if I fucking gave you a real warning and it said that you were doing double, I'd get written up. Like, I'd get in trouble. So he's like, I'm gonna lie and say you were doing like 45 in the fucking 35 or whatever.
Yeah.
He did something, he lied on it, but like that's what he told me, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. But yeah, if you're just cool. But if I was a jerk off, neck tattoos, face tattoo, only rolled down my window that much, it could have been a way bad situation. The motherfucker deserved to write me a ticket. I was doing double the motherfucking speed limit, dude.
No, you get your good and bad ones, man.
Oh, for sure. I got the shit kicked out of me when I was 16. Everybody knows that story.
That. You probably deserve that.
I broke the law, but I didn't dearve it to get the shit kicked out of me. But I definitely broke the law. Do we save this for the Patreon?
I would have beat the shit out of you if I was that
of a 16-year-old drunk kid.
Fuck yeah, dude.
You know what, Audie? Next time you come down here, dude, we're gonna fucking.
You're gonna bring like I'll bring my fucking my baton and my fucking OC and some handcuffs, and we'll reenact. We'll reenact that moment. We'll record it.
You need a 3D print 5 of you so you can all kick the shit out of me, though. There were 6 cops that beat the fuck out of me.
I put a green screen and make it look like a Rodney King incident.
We did accomplish our one goal of our unboxing video. We're like, we got to do the greatest unboxing of all time. And it was when I unboxed you.
Yeah.
And that was fucking sweet. But now we got to recreate the fucking Darren getting the shit kicked out of him by cops video. No, I didn't deserve it. I was just young, but we'll save that story for the Patreon. Fucking, should we hit another funny?
Yeah, hit me with another one.
All right, because we're an hour and a half in, and I don't want to stand up to get a beer. I still might though. All right, fuck it. So this event happened in Rockford, and the headline. This is 3 days ago, mind you. This happened 3 days ago in Rockford. Let's see here. You're going to love the headline. Rockford woman is charged with battery of an 11-year-old boy. What do you think happened here in that headline? What do you hear? Like, you imagine a fucking grown woman beating the shit out of a kid, right? Like, that's what I get. Or no?
I'm gonna say like a neglect. I'm gonna say.
What are you thinking?
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's this. I think maybe, I don't know. I'm leaning on the fence of somebody witnessed her do something that she.
All right. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this new little game I just invented on the spot. So okay. I'm gonna start doing this. This is going to be fun. I read headlines and then you approach the situation as an officer. So you're in your car patrolling, you get a call. All right, there's this woman in Rockford that was charged. We got all right, so listen. We got 32-year-old female, Valerie Mitchell. She allegedly striked her 11-year-old son. This is your call. So you're like, all right, so we got this 32-year-old bitch that striked her 11-year-old son. The 11-year-old son calls Says my mom just fucking punched me in the face or whatever, and you show up to the house. What do you do?
Okay, so I'm obviously calling backup on this one.
Oh, okay.
Backup. This is why I'm calling backup. I'm going to have the other officer interview the mom first, and I am going to talk to the son first.
Okay.
And I'm going to look for any visual, physical marks, scrapes, blood, rips, tears, anything on the kid that's, that, okay, this kid just didn't fall on its face and get a slap mark on its, on its face or something.
Right.
So I'm assessing the kid, his behavior, because kids are truthful, but they do say some fucked up shit that's like, yeah, that didn't happen.
Well, they're like their imaginations are wild, and they sometimes they can't reinterpret their imaginations vocally. They're like, this is what happened, but like everything happened so fast. An adult would say that. Everything happened so fast, I don't know.
Yeah.
But the kid would be like, the fucking dude was over here, and then he was over there, and it was like, what the fuck? Everybody was everywhere, and the cop's like, what does that mean? You know? But
so
go ahead.
So I would approach the kid first, and I'd make an assessment of the kid. I get the kid's story. What were you doing at the time mom hit you? What were you doing at the time mom did whatever? Because I don't know. I'm not there, but I'm just going off what you just read. So I'm going to get the kid's story. And then I'm going to canvass the area just by where I'm at. I'm going to look around, see if there's anybody mowing grass, see if it did happen outside, did it happen inside? Is there brothers and sisters that seen it? Is there witnesses?
Okay.
Then I'm going to go to my partner.
So should I read a little bit? Okay. So, so you're going to get the boy's story. He's getting mom's story. And then you guys, all right.
I'm going to talk to I'm going to talk to him, and I want to see if anything matches of what the child was saying.
Okay.
All right. So go for it. What else?
All right. So let's see here. On June 25th, Winnebago police responded to the Park District for a child with multiple bruises. The victim told officials his mother had slapped him multiple times. Authorities recovered a screenshot of a text where the mother confirmed to the child's temporary guardian that she beat him. Police took photos of the bruising, and Rockford police took the case and spoke to the child's temporary guardians. The guardians confirmed he had injuries to his face and right arm. One guardian also confirmed to authorities she received the mother's text about her striking him. The mother is being charged with aggravated battery of a child with bodily harm and domestic battery with bodily harm. I probably shouldn't have told you what she got charged with, but so going off of that, do you think that's like probably what would have happened is the mom would have got?
If there's evidence like a text message and then the guardians is saying it, and how long has it been going on? For a bruise, multiple bruises, for the bruise to stick, without looking at it or just talking about it, I mean that's pretty bad.
All right. So
you know what I mean? Like that's like a mark, a slap mark, a red mark, okay. But a bruise.
Check this out though. You want to know why the mom slapped the kid?
So I'm going to say this. The mom slapped the kid because she found inappropriate things on his phone.
Oh, no, that's a great guess. It's worse than that, in my opinion.
Hang on. The mom slapped the kid. Give me two more. The mom.
No, as many as you want, dude.
The mom beat the shit out of the kid because he stole some shit out of her purse.
Super duper close. You're crazy close.
The mom.
One more.
The mom beat the shit out of the kid for stealing her cigarettes.
No. You ready to hear why?
Yeah.
The child stole his grandmother's credit card and used it.
Oh, I was going to say fucking credit card. I sort of.
Dude, you were right there with number 2. I'm going to give it to you. So check this. Yeah. You and your son are in Florida visiting your mother, and your fucking mom wakes you up the next day and is like, hey, Your fucking son bought a bunch of crazy shit on my credit card. Like, what the fuck, man? You're probably gonna fuck his ass up, right? If he's 11, he knows better. I'm gonna fuck that little motherfucker up, dude.
I don't think I would fucking hit him, but I would make his life hell.
You wouldn't punch him in the fucking earlobe at least 3 times?
Just once. I'd use a phone book. I'd use a phone book.
A phone book, dude. Yeah, I heard that they're spread out evenly and it don't leave bruise. No, the mom's a fucking retard, dude. She fucking beat him and left proof. Everybody's gonna fucking screenshot that one. I love it. I can't wait. But no, from dad and separate dad and cop. Dad and cop. It's like, I mean, I know you're not gonna leave multiple bruises on your son. I'm just fucking playing around. I'm just kidding. The fucking FBI is already calling me on my fucking dumb phone.
He's got this Oculus, this virtual reality shit.
Yeah, those are cool.
My debit card is linked because I was buying games on it, and it's just a
click. Hell yeah. I think they make you attach a debit card anyway, like when you sign up for Prime or any of that shit.
They do. And he was using it, and I got like, I was just checking my bank one day, and it was like 65, 85, 50, 20, 25. And I'm like, and it says Meta
dollars.
Yeah. It says Meta charges.
So it's Facebook, right?
Well, yeah, the VR Oculus goes through Facebook. And I was like, what the fuck?
That's a lot.
Yeah, dude. And luckily, if you go in and like within like 7 hours, I think it said, if it's over 7 hours, you got to eat that money. But because it was under the 7 hours, I went in and I like rebutted all of them.
7 hours? That's not even a shift at work. Like, how can they give
7 hours?
Give me 48 hours, motherfucker. No, you know,
it was 7 hours. There was one of them I had to eat. I think it was like the $50 one. But
man, how old was he when he did it?
This was like 7-8 months ago.
Oh, he was old enough to know. You should have fucked him up.
No. he knew, but his excuse was, and I went on there to verify where he was getting it at. There's two things. There's a zero amount, but it's linked to my account, and then there's coins. And the coins he earned, well, he thought he was buying the shit in the game with the coins, but all it was doing was insufficient
with the fake game money that he earned, right? That's what he thought he was doing.
It was charging the fucking card.
That makes sense.
And I was like, "Fuck, dude!" I
yelled
at him.
Get the kids with that. Like, I'll get a fucking $8 charge from Amazon Prime, like a video game, and I'll ask my son, I'm like, "Dude, did you buy a game?" And he's like, "No." And then I look at it, and I'm like, "This game," and he's like, "I was playing that game, but it said like, oh, it's free if you click this one now." And then come to find out, it's like, oh, you subscribe to a bunch of shit because it was free now if you do this now, you know. But luckily, I never been like charged with nothing crazy. But
I rebutted all of it, and I think they do that because of that shit. I think that was the option. But yeah, I only ended up eating like $50 or $60 or something. But
still a lot. You want to hear another crazy fucking Rockford story that happened not that long ago?
Yeah, let me see if I can figure it out.
This happened 7 days ago. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, so the headline is Rockford man strikes woman with construction board with nails in it. Should I read this to you like the way I did last time? Like jump around and let you fucking...
Yeah, I don't care.
Was that fun? All right. So instead of telling you what happened, like this is just the scenario. So it's like on July 4th around 8 p.m., officers responded for a domestic violence complaint. The victim told the cops that Ballard asked her to go for a walk, and then they started arguing. Ballard, all right, so Ballard is the guy, right? Like the fucking I'm gonna try to fucking leave last names out of it, and I'll be like, the guy proceeded to grab a piece of lumber with nails in it and hit the victim across the face. Damn! So on July 4th at 8 p.m., this dude and this chick went for a walk. And the chick called the cops and was like, we started arguing, and he picked up a piece of lumber and it had nails in it, and he hit me in the fucking face. The victim sustained a laceration on the left side of her temple. The dude is being charged with, oh shit. All right. So what do we now we'll stick to the facts. Now we ask the cop. We tell the cop what just happened, and now you tell me what you think happened. Right or no?
So let's just go with this. Why I think the person hit her across the face.
Okay.
Let's do it that way.
All right.
It's hard to play these whenever I'm not there.
Oh,
you know
for
what
sure.
I mean? 3-side story. There's the others and mine and what happened, whatever.
Yeah.
I
three people can keep a secret if two of them are dead.
Yeah.
Right.
Like Hoffman. What was his name?
Jimmy Hoffa.
Jimmy Hoffa. That's it.
Yeah.
They found him. They just didn't want to dig him up. Anyway.
No, that guy's gone forever.
He's under a bridge with Connex under a fucking parking lot.
I think they liquefied him. and put him in the drain.
He's in that barrel under that bridge. But anyway.
Oh, you were telling me about that. Well, we should do a Patreon thing about that. Like a shorty about the Jimmy Hoffa theory. Let's do that for the Patreon. That's a fucking great idea. So, all right, yeah. So now tell me your theory on what happened.
So, are these two dating?
What race do you think they are?
I'm going to say
his name's David Ballard. Oh, fuck, I shouldn't have said that because this is local to me and that could like be a gangster or something and they could come and kill me.
David Ballard. I'm going to say white.
No, they're black.
What?
So on July 4th at 8 p.m., officers responded to the area of Clifton and Blackhawk Avenues for a domestic violence complaint.
That's another thing, though. See, the neighborhood, if I was a cop, I would know that neighborhood.
I left out details because it's close. It's so
black or white community. Anyway, I think. So can I say was there alcohol involved? Because they're walking. I figured alcohol.
It doesn't say it. It doesn't say if alcohol was involved. Does not say.
He hit.
But that's one of the things you're gonna check first thing on the scene, right? Like who's fucked up, who's not, what's going on.
Yeah, who's under the influence here?
So I know what kind of people I'm dealing with, right?
Determine like what are we under an influence? What escalated you to hit this woman with a
board that they picked up randomly? They went on a walk. Apparently, this is 100% speculation. I should have not have name dropped, and I apologize for that. But we're talking about this fucking story that happened in Rockford, Illinois, and apparently, according to this fucking place, these people were at 8 p.m. on July 4th. We're gonna assume they were drinking. And they walked around and got into an argument. A dude picked up a piece of garbage with a board and had nails in it and hit her in the fucking face. The cops show up to that. That's what it says.
He hit her in the face because he found out she was talking to another man.
Okay. Maybe.
All right. Give me another. Is it close?
No, I don't know. I was just asking you what you thought. I asked you what I thought he got arrested for. Not why he did it.
Oh, okay. So she
all right.
Well,
what do you think he got charged with? So the victim sustained a laceration on the left side of her temple. So we'll stick into the facts. Man assaulted a woman with a board with nails in it. Laceration, side of the temple. What do you think the guy got charged with?
I'm going to say assault with a deadly weapon.
Aggravated battery in a public place and domestic battery with bodily harm.
Yeah, the domestics is a given. Anytime there's, a domestic, that's a given. But I gotta look at the statute.
I would think assault with a deadly weapon is insane, but maybe they understood the circumstances. Yeah, maybe the cop showed up and like both of these idiots are drunk out of their fucking mind. He picked up a board and he's like, "Bitch, I'll fucking hit you with this," and they're pushing each other around. It said laceration on the side of her temple. Yeah. She might have got a little scratcherino from the fucking board, and then they're like, "You guys are both stupid."
Was medical services called it? You know,
It doesn't say that. No.
your statutes are different too, because some states would see that as uh, assault with a weapon.
Right.
You know what I mean? Some states
Absolutely.
would recognize it. So
100%.
it's all different. I think what had happened was because for you to just up and do that, there's some infidelity or something going on. That's the way I look at it. Because I think, like,
That's what we would
a man
assume.
does
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
If a man does that, I feel
There
like
are crazy dudes out there though that
I
just beat
know,
the shit out of chicks, like for
I know.
sure.
I
But
can't
like
just assume, but
no, I totally get it. Like to be like
just out of
the only
nowhere,
way
like,
I could see
fucking
hitting
bitch.
somebody with a board with nails in it if I was like absurdly betrayed, you know? Like
Yeah.
fucking insane.
Or like,
So let's
are you
fucking do another
trying to
one.
hold
You
my
ready?
hand, bitch?
Yeah, that I think it was, in my opinion, to speculate, which is so stupid and I shouldn't be doing because I'm like a victim of speculation, you know, but that's probably what I was thinking would happen is they're a drunk couple walking, got into an argument, bitch, I fucking and they wrestled and she got
Yeah.
scratched with the fucking but you shouldn't pick up a fucking board with a nail sticking out of it to your fucking girlfriend.
You shouldn't
That's
even hit
you're like,
them.
what did you think was gonna happen? You know what I mean? That's like a kid fucking going outside with a fucking helium balloon and being like, yeah, I'm gonna let go of it and see what happens.
I bet you they're back together too.
Probably. Dude, I've 100% heard from other cop buddies where they're saying like they hate domestics because most of the time, like they reconcile. And then the cops like got to go to court and be like, I don't know. I'm giving you the facts. I arrested this one because they hit that one. And now they're like here to drop charges and reconcile. And like it makes all my paperwork look like garbage because
Yeah,
it's
it's
like I fucking wrote down what happened and now they're all cool and shit. I heard it happens all the time and that's why they fucking hate domestics, you know.
well that
But
and 9 times out of 10, cops get killed on domestics. That's the highest. Uh,
that's true
one of the highest
because
ones.
a lot of times alcohol is involved or anything and then just passion alone will make somebody go crazy. But why are you arresting my boyfriend or my girlfriend? And they fight the cops, right? Like, doesn't that happen a lot? Because
Mhm.
one of y'all's got to go to jail tonight. This happened. You're going to jail, and the other one flips out and starts attacking the cops. I've heard of that before.
Yeah. Well,
Is that
it's
what you're talking about, or no?
yeah, that and normally the husband, and I say the husband, uh, gets in a fueled rage, because she called the cops, and now
Right,
all that anger and attention is going to be directed to the persons with guns. Now
right.
the attention is focused off of her, and now it's like,
Men removing
bring
him out of his house and shit.
yeah,
Yeah, or whatever
it,
situation he's in.
I
Yeah.
hate domestics too. I hate going to.
And
I
you
went to a
cannot
domestic.
show. Is it true that you can't show up to a domestic by yourself
It
because
nine
there's
times
two
out of
people
10,
involved in a domestic? Like you can't get in
yeah,
domestic battery with yourself, so you got to have at least one
most,
person there with you,
yeah,
right?
yeah, most domestics you're gonna have 2 to 3 officers.
Right.
Now, now if you're in a department where you're only the one officer, then it's just you better fucking hope for the best. You know what I mean?
Right. You
I
ready
went
for
to
this crazy fucking? Am I cutting you off, or do you want to
no,
go?
no, no, no. I was just gonna tell you this one that I've
Tell me. Yeah, fucking ain't right, dude. I want to hear it.
so we showed up. It was like 12:30 at night, and this lady called. She was like, I came in from work and I saw my husband laid out between the kitchen and the hallway, and there was blood everywhere, and he had a gash on the back of his head, and the door was open. Uh, and he thinks because he came to, but she said he thinks someone was in the house with him. Uh, and we think there's a robber. So now that this domestic was 2 officers, MPs, me and my partner. Now supervisor, traffic unit, and the canine unit is fucking hauling ass to the scene because at this point we're thinking it was like a robber because this dude has a gash in the back of his head, and we're like, well, this is attempted murder, this is attempted assault, like something is going on if the wife is coming home from work and seeing the blood everywhere and her husband laid out in the floor. So I was like, oh shit. So we're canvassing all the area. We're walking the wood lines. We're checking closets. We're all over the place. And we're knocking on doors. And the neighbors are like, we didn't see anything. No one's been through here. We haven't, blah, blah, blah. We'll check our cameras. We don't see nobody running. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I go talk to her. And this is where the red flag hit me. She said I came home from work and I sat in my truck for 15 minutes and I was listening to Nickelback. And I was listening to she named the song, I can't remember the song. She's like, I was listening to Nickelback, one of their albums. I listened to a couple of their songs. I just sat there in the driveway. I turned on the AC. I undid my seatbelt. I sat back in the truck, and I just sat there and listened to Nickelback and was digressing. So that right there was a red flag for me because for you to be so detailed on something that did not relate to what had just happened was a big fucking red flag to me. I was like, why are you telling me all of this?
Right. Yeah.
That was a big red flag. She was so detailed in telling me this fucking moment. So then I said, ma'am, what
are you like automatically assuming like she's coming up with an alibi? Like, this is my alibi. This is what I was doing. Like, you can't fucking say otherwise.
I didn't assume, but something clicked and was like,
right.
She telling me in detail about this. And due to my experience, I'm like, there's something to this story I need to figure out. Because if you're sitting here telling me for 5 minutes what you did when you came home from work and it's irrelevant to what you saw, now we got something. So I was like, well, ma'am, what is it that you do that you're coming home so late? What is your job? I just started asking this question. She's like, well, I'm a stripper. I said, okay. I was like,
God
okay.
bless her.
Yeah. She was cute. And I was like, okay. I was like, so you get off at midnight and you got here to your house at 12:30. You sat in your car for 30 minutes and listened to Nickelback. And then you walked into the house about what time? And she said, oh, it was about 1:00. I was like, so it was 1:00. You walked in, the door was already open, you said? And she said, yes. I was like, you didn't notice that when you pulled in the driveway? She said, no. I was like, okay. And I was like, what happened when you broke the threshold of the front door? She said, I saw my husband laying face down with blood coming out of his head. And I said, okay, what did you do when you saw that? She said, I called you guys. I was like, did you see if he was alive? And she said, well, I called him out. I was like, did you check for a pulse? She's like, no. I was like, did you try to stop the bleeding? She said, no. I was like, okay. So we're all compiling all these stories. The husband, when he finally came to, we took him back to the hospital. He had to have like 8 stitches in the back of his head. He said that I remember walking towards, coming out of the bathroom into the hallway, going towards the kitchen, and then I saw black, and I woke up in the hospital.
That sucks.
I'm like, okay. I was like, were you the only one in the house? And he's like, yes. I was like, where was your wife? She was at work. I was like, is there any kids? He's like, no, we don't have any kids. I was like, is there any dogs? No, we don't have no dogs. And I was like, okay. And I was like, what color truck does your wife drive? And she's like, oh, it's a blue Chevy or something. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, so there's no other trucks that you've seen in and out of the driveway before this incident, like nobody creeping. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, maybe someone was stalking this dude. Like maybe he saw like a white truck pull in. I was just trying to feel.
Right.
No. All right, cool. So we chopped it up as an attempt assault. We couldn't find anybody. The wife was sticking to her story. He was sticking to his story. So the next day, CID got involved, but didn't want to
What's
take it.
CID?
So CID is it's like the military's FBI. It's Criminal
Oh
Investigation
shit!
Division. Yeah,
They
so
stay
there's
on base too. Like they got like a fucking shop on
so
fucking base and shit.
CID can fuck with people on base and fuck with people off base. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Brittany
That's fucking sweet.
Brittany has applied for CID too. So
She applied for it.
yeah. It's like the next step up before like FBI. It's a government, whatever. It's a lot of money. You get paid a lot of money too. But CID was like blah blah blah, and then there's MPI, which is military police investigating. So they dubbed it down to MPI. MPI is like, what the fuck ever. So the next day I come back on shift. The husband comes up there. And they wanted to talk to me. It's like, hey, call Sergeant March back. Husband wants to recant on his story, on his statement. I was like, why? So he sits me down. He's like, I want to confess something. I was like, okay. He's like, the other night, my wife tried to kill me. And I was like, so in my head, I was like, that's why that bitch was fucking explaining it. That one fucking detail the whole time. I was like, it was irrelevant to the story. And he was like, so I found out she has a boyfriend at work, and I told her I wanted to leave her. And I legit remember coming out of the bathroom in the hallway and hitting the floor. And when I came back, I come to, we got into an argument. I hid the weapon. I didn't want her to get in trouble, but she's threatening me again.
That's fucking nuts.
We haul ass back to the house. And he's like, I don't know where the axe is at. We hid it. So we found the axe in the bottom hamper in the closet. It was all fucking bloody. It was like this big ass fucking like battle axe. Hit him in the head with it. He ended up getting charged with false official statement. CID came back and was like, "Oh yeah, we're taking her." But the moral of the story is she legit tried to kill him. She ended up admitting that like I wanted to kill him. Apparently any harder it would have like busted his skull. Like it just nipped the back. Like this dude was on the verge of being actually killed. But CID interviewed her and was like, if you really wanted to kill him, you only hit him once. What was the motive after the fact? Like you had every opportunity to kill him. And then she said, well, I didn't want her to get in trouble. She started recanting. I love him. So the moral of the story is after all this shit happened, they ended up back together. I was like, what? He ended up losing rank. She got kicked off posts. Apparently like civil court got a hold of her and she was going to do time in jail. But they ended up staying together. So that was basically the moral story of that is like just some of the little red flags as officers you have to pay attention to, because like she went down a rabbit hole explaining to me her listening to fucking Nickelback. And I sat there and I thought about that. I was like, no one
Yeah, it's
listens to
super
fucking
weird.
Nickelback.
Like she was doing, I don't know. I could be wrong, but I was thinking that she was trying to create an alibi. No, like
I don't
this is
know.
what I
Like
was doing from this time to this time. I was in my car
it,
listening to Nickelback. Like
yeah, so
it was an
criminals
alibi, I think, but I
detail
could be
so
wrong.
much. Like they think they're
Well,
gonna
because they got to convince you.
away.
They got the story in their head.
Yeah.
Like this is my fucking story. Now I just got to reinterpret it to somebody else and convince them the
So
truth.
So you go
So
back, you think about it. She was plotting. She was listening to Nickelback, thinking on how she's gonna kill this motherfucker. Is what she was doing.
okay, all right.
That's what
I
she
didn't.
was
All
fucking doing.
right, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
and
I'm
she
gonna
did get off hurt.
fucking This is what's gonna happen right now. This is what's gonna happen right now. You're gonna finish this story, and I'm gonna walk away, and I'm gonna take a pee pee break, and I'll also hit our commercial, our bullshit commercial, and when the bullshit commercial's done, you can finish your story, and then I'll be back, and then I'm gonna read you another headline, and then we're gonna figure
Do
out what
something.
happened. Is that okay?
Yeah, I
Because I
mean the
gotta piss
story.
real bad, dog.
Go ahead.
All
The
right, so
story's pretty much done,
you
but
talk to the homies. I'm so sorry, dude. I gotta piss like a motherfucker.
you
I'm
need
in
to put
pain.
in a catheter. Just put it like
No,
put a catheter in.
do you have
I got mine in.
you've seen my penis? Can you imagine how fucking no, no catheter? That's absurd. I hate them. It'd be way too
I've
uncomfortable.
never had one.
I have.
I don't think I have.
When I overdosed when I was 14, I was in a coma and shit. When the first thing I noticed was the catheter when I came out of my fucking coma.
Did it
That's
hurt?
another Patreon episode. Yeah, it fucking hurt. It was like bigger than a cigarette, dude, and it was shoved in your fucking dick hole. It
Damn, I
sucked,
didn't
and it
know
went
they
all
were
the way
that
down your
thick.
bladder. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go pee before you piss yourself. But yeah, that was basically the story. The moral of the story was they still stayed together. I don't know. I'm not gonna stay with somebody that tries to kill me. Let's see. Leave a comment. Let me see who's all watching. It says 6 people's watching. So I'm gonna say Pamela, Harlot. Who else? Shoot me a comment. I hate. Let's see. I can't wait to retire. I'm retire, never do law enforcement again. It's finally done. It's 3, 6, 6 people. I wish I had pictures of it. I'd definitely show it. That dude's skull was fucking gnarly. Like you can literally see like the thin little layer after like that covers the skull. It's pretty wild.
I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. I'll be right back. Fuck you
All right, hurry
guys.
up. No, I got 3 years left. I'm gonna go do a year, come back, and then I'm gonna drop my retirement packet at 2 years. The Army will let me 24 months out. They'll let me put in a packet, and I have to finish the 2 years. But I wish I had a year left. I know the last 6 months of my career, it's a program called CSP, and I can go and I can work and like apprenticeship at a different job for 6 months. So I'm like basically out of the Army, and I just wait until I ETS or retire. Um, that's the goal. So really, technically, I only have like 2 years and 6 months. Basically, I'm done hanging it up. Can't wait. Can't wait to get out. I love it, but um, it's been a pretty cool ride. It's been kind of shitty too. um, Harlot, are we friends on Facebook? I feel like we've talked on Facebook before. Maybe Darren's page. It's been so long. I know who Pamela is. Her drunk ass. Always texting me, sending me stupid shit on Instagram. I think I've talked to you before. Can't remember. It's been so long. Ryan, are you still there? I don't know. Maybe we have. I thought we have. I remember the name, that's for sure. Let's see. I'm trying to think of any other cool stories. I went to a domestic turned into a suicide. That one was pretty wild. Two individuals got into an argument. He walked out of the house at like 9 o'clock at night, and it wasn't till like 6 o'clock the next day. They had found him in the woods, but apparently he had. They were having financial issues. So, like in the army, you get like $500,000 life insurance. So if something happens, the family would get like 500,000. And they were arguing about financial issues that they were having, and that she was going to leave him because he's broke and all this stuff. But he went out back and shot himself for her to get the money. It's pretty crazy. And then like the little kids were like that found him. There's some kids in the neighborhood that found him laying out in the woods. I remember interviewing them. They're like, "That's not what happens on Call of Duty." And I was like, "Oh my god, fuck." I was just telling them about these two that got into an argument, and he left like 9 o'clock at night, and he was found in the woods at like 6 o'clock the next day. The wife was like, "Yeah, we got into an argument because we're broke. Our finances are shit, and I'm leaving him." Well, he shot himself because she got like $500,000 life insurance. And
I don't think life insurance pays off for suicide though.
They do, because in the army they relate it to.
Oh, he was okay.
Yeah, PTSD. Like he had a lot of like he deployed and stuff, but that's how they get around it. Is they relate it to the issues.
Right, a mental illness, pretty
Yeah.
much.
But
Like
the mental
I don't
illness
know.
is basically what it is.
Is it like is PTSD like a mental illness then? Would you like
Yeah,
categorize it as that?
I mean,
I don't
if
know.
your family wants to get paid, it's something that a tragic event. Like I didn't have PTSD before I joined the army, so what the fuck?
Right. No, that
And now
makes
I
sense.
have the
When you put
shit
it
'cause
that way, yeah.
shit I've seen. It's like, well, I'm
Right.
fucked up, you know?
Right. That makes a lot more sense.
So yeah, they
You want
started paying out suicides. Yeah.
Do you guys want to hear another little fucking headline story? You
Yeah,
want to do
yeah.
another one?
Yeah, fuck it.
All right. So, this is the headline. 11-year-old arrested, charged with 29 felonies. I didn't read the rest of it, but what do you think could possibly happen? Why would an 11-year-old be arrested with 29 felonies? What do you
So
think happened?
I think male, 11-year-old.
Let me see. Yep, 11-year-old boy.
I think
29 felonies, arrested. 11-year-old boy.
is there any sexual in nature?
No.
No.
Not that I no, no. Not like what do you mean? What do you mean though? Like
Well, I figured he was touching his sister or
oh, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. That's where see if I didn't know the story, my mind probably would have went there too. Like 29 assault charges. Yeah, totally. Because a lot of times that molestation stuff like happens within the family, and like it's crazy. It goes undocumented for so long, and they're like, this happened 29 fucking times. My mind would go there too, but no, it's completely absolutely
different. Okay,
yeah.
so we'll
Let's
rule the
get into it if you
sexual.
want to.
We'll rule sexual shit out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want to know
So
what happened?
I think
Or do
this
you
kid.
okay, you got another
I
guess?
think yeah. I think this kid. Um, I feel like he has set something on fire at one point.
Oh, we covered that one time too, in my area. Remember when that little 8-year-old boy
Yeah.
fucking set a
Set
fire, a
shit
whole
fire.
fucking complex on fire
Yeah.
in Chicago? And
Yeah.
it's like, you wanna blame the mom, like, where was the fucking mom letting this fucking
Yeah.
8-year-old kid setting shit on fire in the stairwell? Yeah. But no, you couldn't be further from what really happened.
Fuck,
But
man.
I woulda went there too, I didn't even think about
I'm
that.
just trying to think like a kid, a boy,
You
like
wanna know what it was? It's gonna blow your mind probably. It's probably not gonna be what you thought it was.
does it involve the internet?
No,
Okay. Alright, I'm lost.
it's
I don't know.
old school. Prank phone calls, dude.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. You know how many
Yes,
times I've
sir.
prank called people?
Yep, right
They
here,
put me
man.
in prison, dude.
11-year-old arrested, charged with 29 felonies for prank phone calls. This happened on August 6th. Prank calls used to be a part of growing up. You'd pick up the
Yeah.
receiver on your landline and call a random number to ask if the refrigerator was running. Yes, they'd say. Well, then you better go catch it. But one 11-year-old boy in 2024 took the prank calling to an extreme and serious level, and he could now be charged with major adult crimes.
So they
Where
called
do you, what state do you think he's from?
swatting or swatting?
No, he there. I think there is a couple swatting incidents in there.
Yeah.
For those, yeah, we'll get into it actually. But before we do that, what state do you think this 11-year-old boy is from?
Not Illinois, right? We're not.
No, I know you want to say Illinois or Florida, but like,
Yeah, so those two, I'm gonna say he's from uh Arkansas.
I would think like Oklahoma, Arkansas, like that area, like fucking. But no, yeah,
Texas.
Virginia. 11-year-old Virginia boy is being charged in Florida, though. He's being charged in Florida with calling in more than 20 bomb or shooting
Threats.
threats to schools
Yep.
and other
Fuck.
places.
I
So
was
this
going with
kid,
the bomb threat.
this kid lives in Virginia, but he's calling in bomb threats and active shooter threats to schools in Florida, which is so weird. Like, why did he choose the state of Florida? There's 49 other states you could have picked to do this in. So Flagler County Sheriff explains that authorities worked hard to find the swatting caller. That's what they called him before the school year resumed. So he was doing it in the summertime. And this is a quote from that dude from the Flagler County Sheriff, Rick Staley. He said, "This kid's behavior was escalating and becoming more dangerous. I'm glad we got him before he escalated out of control and hurt someone."
Jeez.
Swatting is where we're going to get into the swatting thing for those that don't know what swatting is. So, swatting is where you call in a 911 with an outlandish claim, something like a hostage situation that's fabricated, and you give a specific address. The SWAT team, SWAT stands for Special Weapons and Tactics, for those that don't know. Like, they're fucking rad dudes. And the SWAT team is then deployed with other emergency personnel, first responders and shit, I'm assuming, just to find that it was a false fucking call, right? So you're on this fucking call and you're like, what the fuck? And then this kid, he didn't just do this once or twice. It was a major crime that spills over multiple state lines. These fucking pop-ups, man. This is so crazy. We gotta fucking find a way to fucking read these articles without pop-ups because now it's fucking now I lost what fucking completely happened. And now I'm fucking angry.
Well, no, it's all right because my buddy
I think I refound. Go ahead, tell me.
he just did a swatting call. He had to long story short, call came in saying I'm gonna kill my parents and then we'll kill myself when the police get here. They show up. They got the place surrounded, and he's like, I'm gonna come outside the house and I'm gonna start shooting at all y'all. So
Yeah.
yeah, and
But
he's
the
on the
kid called
phone.
on himself, no? In that
So
situation, the kid
so
called
what
on
happened
himself.
was the kid was from another fucking state, like 3 states away.
So we swatted, yeah.
Phone with 911. They surrounded a house that he VPN'd in, and this kid is like in there, like, and like he's like, we had every unit surrounding the fucking house, and he's like, we were waiting for someone to come out. And he's like, if someone would have come out, it would have been.
And the kid inside didn't even know what the fuck was
No.
going on. He's
And
like,
what
he's
happened was the kid,
playing the fucking
yeah, the
game.
kid's inside, like, just killing the other kid on Call of Duty, and he fucking made the
Talking about fucking his mom and shit, and he's like, fine, I'm gonna swat that ass.
Yep. It happens a lot now.
So this says
so
here,
bad.
like, you're deployed with emergency personnel, but you find out it was just a fucking prank. But this kid didn't just do this once or twice. It was a major crime that spills over multiple state lines.
Yeah.
So this happened in Virginia, Nebraska, Kansas, Alabama, Tennessee, and Alaska. So the local deputies searched the boy's home, and the 11-year-old admitted to placing the Florida swatting calls as well as a threat made to the Maryland State House. I don't know what that zinging is. Can you hear the zinging? I think it's you. Are you stepping on cords or anything? Because I
No.
keep hearing zinging, and I fixed all mine, but I'm also stoned. So,
No,
but this kid is learning that when you commit big boy crimes, you do big boy time. The boy faces 29 felony counts and 14 misdemeanors. He's being held in a Virginia juvenile detention facility while Florida officials arrange for his execution. Oh, no, wait, it says extradition. My bad. When it's all said and done, this kid will lose more than his iPad. He might be looking at losing his freedom.
Jeez.
It's fucking crazy, right? It's fucking funny.
That's a little different than prank calling. That's a whole nother level.
When this is probably 5 or 6 years ago. I don't know if you remember, but I would love to do like a Patreon thing on this, but like a friend of a lady I knew, she went missing for several months, and then they ended up finding her car in the river, and she was inside of it, and it was like this crazy fucking thing. And I forgot what the fucking point I brought up was. What was I talking about right before that?
Lady in a car. 11
Yeah,
years.
but before that, I don't know.
Prank calls.
Oh, yeah. So that chick died, and then I have another friend that died, and then this other kid was like hacking into their Facebooks and like sending messages to family members. Like, so I have a friend that died, right? And like this kid from, I think it was like Byron or something, Illinois, and he would hack their Facebook and then send messages to like the surviving parent and be like, my dad molested me my whole life and all this shit. And it was like the mom's like, what the fuck? Like, my daughter's dead. Like, who the fuck is messaging me with their Facebook? And that dude went to prison for like a long ass time. And he's from like this area here, and he would like hack into like people that we knew that like died and shit. It was fucking nuts.
That's fucking crazy. That's like the girl coaching the boyfriend into killing himself, and he does it. You remember that story?
Yeah, that documentary is called I Love You But Die or something, or I don't know. I wanted to do a thing on Killdozer. Should we?
Oh yeah.
We'll do that some other time. This is like our fucking hangout session here, and we'll just do it as long as we feel like it. But I want to do an episode on the Killdozer because that's like the 20th anniversary of that, or 25th or something. But if you want, we can do a couple more.
I don't care.
All right, let's do one more and see how this goes. Okay, here we go. So this didn't happen in Illinois, but it happened 3 days ago. Oh, this is in London. So the headline reads, horror as 3 teenagers, including 2 14-year-old boys, are shot on a quiet street in Orpington with gunmen on the run. So this happened 3 days ago, and they're saying a gunman is on the run after 3 teenagers, 14-year-old boys, were shot on a quiet street. Cops were called to the road in Orpington, South London at 10 p.m. following reports of a man being shot. So now I got to get to this fucking other bullshit, but let me see here. So the police established this. Wait, hold on. Yeah, they figured out that the shooting happened. And it took place in Yalding Grove. All three were taken to hospital by London ambulance services where their injuries were deemed non-life threatening. The detective inspector says tackling violent crime in London remains our absolute focus, and reducing shootings is key to that. We understand that this incident will cause concern with the community. We want to reassure you that we are carrying out fast time inquiries to ensure that any suspect is apprehended. I know that this may cause fear within the community. I will ensure that officers are present within the area to listen to any of your concerns. Please do approach them if you need to. They're there to support you. That's so crazy that like the shooting happened in London where like these fucking teenagers died and the cop is just like, yeah, man, we'll answer all your questions. Like, feel free to just walk up to us and tell us what happened, or whatever. Like, we fucking tell you what happened. I don't know. It's crazy to me that they're open like that. What do you think, no?
That sounds suspicious.
It's weird. Like, but they're overseas too. Like I told you, and all of our listeners, like, go to Rockford Scanner. It's a Facebook page, and like they fucking have interviews with cops, and like there's like I don't know. They're just like they're all like fucking sleeping in their cars and shit. Like you're at Rockford and you're like, what the fuck? Like all these cops are sleeping in their cars. And they're like, yeah, they found out these kids got shot. And they're like, yeah, we'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. They're like, shut the fuck up. That's so weird to me. But I don't know. We're not in London either, so I don't know.
That's weird. London's weird though. They got like
I've never been there.
I've never been there, but I know some people that's there,
We probably don't have any listeners in London either. But now I'm just reading like random fucking things, so I don't know. I kind of want to fucking hold on. Yeah, I kind of don't even want to do the podcast anymore. I fucking hate you, Audie, and I want to fucking get off live on the internet.
Well, we can get off.
I'm drinking and I'm stoned, so I'm just like, oh, it's like fucking. We've been live for fucking 2.5 hours. I just,
it's all good.
I could talk all day long, but I just got to be honest when I got to be honest, and like it's like fucking. I don't want to be in the internet when I'm all fucked up,
No, it's all good. You ain't hurting my feelings.
No, I know.
No, I'm gonna get off here and probably go to bed.
All right.
I'm gonna go wash my foreskin.
Peel it back, baby.
Kill Dozier, Dozier.
Yeah, so listen, this is what we're gonna do. You and I, we just decided to do this tonight out of nowhere, and Audie's gonna be in Korea for a fucking year, and so we're gonna try to at least put out like some audio podcasts for you guys, whatever's easiest for us to fucking maintain, and we're gonna do it.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna figure it out, and like I want to hop back on the Patreon thing. So like our Patreon is still active. It's patreon.com/don't blame us, I believe it is. And I think we got like special shit for like $1 a month. But we're gonna do some special things, like let's do a 25th anniversary or 20th anniversary of the Killdozer. And then I want to get into more of these like shootings and stuff, and like we'll get political and stuff, but we don't want to be political on like the internet and then everybody fucking hate us. So we'll get more secret and dark and more opinionated on our Patreon if you guys are into it.
May even show my penis.
Yeah, we're probably gonna do that too, but that's gonna be way extra. That's not gonna be for $1 a month. That's probably gonna be $25 a month, and you'll get one dick pic a month. You're gonna get a random dick pic a month. You don't know whether it's from me or him or my dog or that fucking giraffe that lives down the road in the petting zoo that I've still yet been able to steal because it's fucking my fucking privacy fence isn't tall enough to hide the giraffe. But we promise giraffe dick pics, Audie dick pics, $25 a month. We're gonna fucking do it.
$1.
Are you gonna put this on Spotify or no? Or are we just gonna leave this on the fucking?
I'm gonna figure it out. A lot has changed.
I know.
I'll figure it out. I'll put it up there.
I know. We'll get out of here. We're 2.5 hours live. Hit me up after this. Sorry, guys, if I was annoying or way too drunk. I got to get out of here. I don't want to be on live on the internet. So I love you guys. I'm going to peace out. I love you, Audie.
Love you. I'll see you.
All right, brother. Peace out, dude.
Thank you for tuning in to our little Passion Project podcast. Remember, we go live every single Friday night, same damn time, same damn channel. So if you miss it, don't blame us.